good evening and welcome to Camp Nou. Welcome home. They say that we need to stay home, so here we are. Look, I am from Barcelona. I've been coming here since the day that I was practically born. I am a member of Barça since the day I was born. I've been coming here with my mother every day since. My city is somewhere over there, and I can officially say that this is the longest time that I have not been coming to Camp Nou, so I can't really explain how emotional it feels to be back here, to have this beautiful scenery behind me, but I really hope that we can bring a bit portion of this awesomeness that is to be here at Camp Nou today with all of you culés around the world. So this is it, culés around the world. Welcome home, welcome to Camp Nou, welcome to match day 29 of La Liga, welcome to Barça Live. And yeah, just 3 days after Mallorca and 2 days after Sevilla, before Sevilla, here's another vital clash in the race for the La Liga title, and we know the 11 players that will start this duel against Leganés. So today we're playing with Ter Stegen in goal. He's already warming up behind us. With Sergi Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet and Junior in defense. With Sergio Busquets, Rakitic and Artur in midfield, and the forward line will be for Griezmann, Messi and Ansu Fati. I personally have to say that I was expecting something a bit different for this lineup for today. I was expecting more rotations, but if Quique Setién has taken this decision, there must be a reason behind it, and I'm sure that it will turn out pretty well. As always, we're streaming live on Facebook, on Twitter and on YouTube, both Barça Live Warm-Up and the Match Center. After that, we'll switch for a post-game, only on exclusive on Barça TV Plus. Well, you will be able to watch the highlights. So final whistle, go to Barça TV Plus, and you will be able to enjoy all the goals and everything that has happened here at Camp Nou tonight. Kickoff is in less than 40 minutes. Very special show ahead of us, not only because we're back here, we're back at Camp Nou, but because we'll have two very important people joining us today. We'll have Henrik Larsson. I'm sure that all of you know him from the time that he played here at Barça, and GARY LINEKER. So now's the time. Leave your questions in the live chat wherever you're watching us from, and we'll pick some of our favorites to ask both of these big legends. Meanwhile, here's the lineup. You've got it here on your screen. Let us know what you think about it. Can you rate it from 0 to 10? And while you do, I'm going to just enter the Barça channel here on YouTube, and I can read your comments. Also, we're at Camp Nou, and it's a bit different as we saw it the last time, not only because there's obviously going to be no fans here today. We're playing behind closed doors. This is the first time that it happened since October the 1st, 2017, in that game against Las Palmas, where Camp Nou was empty with no fans. It was also played behind closed doors, and here we are again. No fans today here on the stands, but many things that will make our players feel a bit more comfortable. For example, we've got this huge banner over here. It's a bit wet at the moment. There are some how do you say, some raindrops, and from it's been raining all day in Barcelona, but it's a nice day now, and it's not going to rain for the game. So yeah, we have this huge banner with the message "Aquí juguem tots." We all play. The same message that is placed over there on the seats in yellow, and joined by another banner, Mescon Club, on the other goal. These messages you will be able to see them live on TV and all pictures. I'm not sure that you can see the message from our position at the moment, but they are really big. The players will be able to see them from the pitch, and it's a nice gesture to try and feel a bit warmer in this empty stadium. More things that we can notice and that are different from the last time that we were here. Well, for example, the cameras have been placed, look at that over there. The cameras have been placed in the place where fans usually stand, but since they are not going to be here, the broadcasters have decided to place some more cameras over here. Just the same as in Mallorca, we've seen that both our players and the the Leganés ones have gotten into the stadium through different entrances. That's to respect the social distancing, all the protocols and safety measures that need to be followed for these remaining games of La Liga. Also, all locker rooms are required with hand sanitizer. They need to apply them before they get on the pitch. Every time that they go into the dressing room, the players are going to have 2 kits. They need to switch them at halftime. Also, the ball boys, I don't know if there's any over there. Well, the ball boys, they will disinfect the balls every time that a ball leaves the field. So this is a very, very safe space, and the Camp Nou has also been disinfected these days, like not only these little details, but the whole stadium actually, all the places where the players will walk around, like the parking zone, the hallways, the tunnels, obviously the dressing rooms, the player zones. I'm going to talk about it in a few seconds. But yeah, everything has been disinfected, and not only the zones where the players will be around, but everything, because Camp Nou is also reopened to public. It's great to have people back here, the museum, the store, everything is open. It really feels like we're getting to that normality again. And I wanted to talk quickly about the benches, because you know the benches are now too small to respect that social distance. So just as in Mallorca, now the substitutes will be placed like on the players zone, and there are like these green stickers that mark the places where the players will actually be allowed to stay while they are waiting to enter the pitch, in case that they are called in by the coach. Anyway, that's everything for now from Camp Nou. I'm going to go to Barça studios, where we have Robert and Maya. Robert, hello, good evening. How are you?
We're back here at Barça Studios 3 days after that win against Mallorca. And yes, excited about this first game at Camp Nou in 3 months. Who would have said it? I mean, Mai.
It's a long time. It's like impossible, not even in the summer. But finally, we're back at home, as you guys said, and I'm super happy to see the team now at the Camp Nou getting ready for this match against Leganés.
Yes, Georgina.
I wanted to ask you. No.
You go.
Tell me. I go? Okay, that's a delay. That's a thing that happens during live streams. I wanted to ask you about the lineup, because I'm seeing people rate them here in the live chat. And I want to ask you, what do you think of it, and if you were surprised, because I personally was.
Yes, I was slightly surprised, Georgina. That's exactly where I was going to go, so we were thinking the same thing. First and foremost, I was expecting Luis Suarez to start today. I don't know why. He got his first few minutes the other day against Mallorca after recovering from that knee injury, and I thought he was going to start today. Brilliant to see Ansu Fati, though, in the lineup. An opportunity for him. He didn't play the other day against Mallorca, so fresh legs there. And almost the whole midfield has changed with Artur and Ivan Rakitic coming in. We saw them in the second half. They get the start today. Let's not forget that we have a game against Sevilla on Friday. So Quique Setién will have to keep just moving things around.
Yeah, exactly. And with that 5 substitutions and this starting lineup today, you see like he's completely changing everything and trying to rotate all the players, because obviously they need to rest. So intense to play in 1 month, like 10 games. So I think what we have to do is this, try another players and see what we can do for the rest of the season, because at least we know for sure we're going to have 10 games. Georgina, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Sorry, I think a lot of saves. No, okay. No, I agree with you. Well, yeah, I have to agree a lot with Robert. For example, I was also expecting Suarez to start today. I also thought that Messi would get some rest, but yeah, that's always a rough guess, because Messi tends to play every game, and we're lucky for that. And not only this, I was also thinking that maybe Martin Braithwaite was going to get some minutes. Maybe he gets them at some point during the game. Remember that we now have up to 5 substitutions during the games, to avoid all injuries that can come from playing so many games, because that's also something that we'll go into. Come on, we were here 3 days ago. We'll be here in 2 days again, but in Sevilla. So that's going to be really, really intense. And that's what I was thinking, that maybe Messi was getting some rest. Also, maybe Piqué. Also hoping maybe Sergio Busquets, these players that, well, they are not old, but, you know, maybe Frenkie de Jong could have started in his place. I don't know. I was just expecting more rotations, but the fact that there are no rotations, it's not a big deal. I think we really need the points. It's 10 finals that we have ahead of us. So, as I was saying, if Quique Setién has taken this decision, there's obviously a reason behind it. And not only we're going to respect it, but I'm sure that it's going to turn out well. Before we move on and we could... Okay, just one thing, guys, at Barcelona, because I'm hearing myself and it's getting really, really difficult to focus on what I am saying. Thank you. You solved that. Great. Okay, so before we move on into much football talk and a lot of surprises are going to come here today during the show. As I told you, there are these banners, but these are not the only things that we are going to say today here at Camp Nou to support the players. Because, for example, during warm-up, and it's going to happen at any moment, we're going to see a Barça anthem sung on the scoreboard, and it's not going to be sung by anyone. It's going to be sung by Barça fans that have sent their version of the Barça anthem a cappella. And there has been a mix by Rakuten Viber, and it's going to play on the scoreboard during the players' warm-up, so they can feel that the fans are a bit closer to them. Not only that, okay, it's going on right now. If you see that, the LED around the pitch, the Cupra LED, there are also pictures from fans. These are fans that submitted their pictures to support the team. Let's win this match together. That's what it's all about. Feeling the players closer to... feeling that so that the players can feel the fans closer to them. And there's also going to be another LED powered by Rakuten with messages of, well, saying thanks and being grateful for all the work, the intense work that the medics have been doing these months for all of us. So this is our way to saying thank you for them. More stuff. Well, the players are going to play with a black armband. This is like not a big surprise. They're going to keep a minute of silence right before kickoff. And the minute of silence here at Camp Nou, because you have never been here, we usually play like a very emotional song, a Catalan song that's called El Cant dels Ocells. It's like the birds singing, I don't know. And yeah, it's a deeply moving song, and in this case, it's going to be a special recording of it, and brought to us by the Liceu Violoncellists. It's a very, very important players warming up. A very important orchestral band from here, from Barcelona. They have recorded this special and Cant dels Ocells, and it's going to play here. A lot of tributes coming, one after the other. Let me refresh the lineup for you, since we've got our players just stepping on the pitch behind us. Just in Mallorca, I couldn't know that the players were starting the warm-up because nothing was going on around. But here, I know by heart the songs that play. So yeah, I know that this AC/DC song means that the players are starting their warm-up. Today, we're playing with Ter Stegen on the goal, with Sergi Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, and Junior on defense, with Sergio Busquets, Rakitic, and Arthur on the midfield. And the forward line will be for Messi, Griezmann, and Ansu Fati. Highway to Hell is playing, and our players starting the warm-up, ready to play again. I don't know if I can go back to Barça Studios or not. You let me know, guys. I can.
We have a very special guest waiting. We've got a former Barca player, 2 seasons here between 2004 and 2006. Henrik Larsson, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Henrik, now I can hear you. Now we were having some technical issues. Henrik, how are you doing? Lovely to have you on the show.
I'm doing fine, thank you, considering all the circumstances in the world. It's okay. It's good to be on the show, and thanks for having me.
Henrik, first of all, what's your take on tonight's game?
It's going to be interesting to see, because I haven't obviously seen so much of Barcelona, because the last game I couldn't see. So I'm looking forward to see tonight's game. I think it's going to be a good victory for Barcelona, and yeah, I hope they can play the great football they normally play.
Yes, well, it was a great win against Mallorca, and there have been several changes to this lineup. For example, the inclusion of Ansu Fati. He gets the start. He didn't play the other day. What are your thoughts on this lineup of tonight's game?
No, it's a solid lineup. I mean, they have so much quality in the squad, and I'm looking forward to see Ansu as well. I haven't seen him that much, so it's going to be nice to see him play. But I mean, if you look at the defense with Lenglet and Piqué and Sergi and Junior on the left, it's a solid defense. But the midfield for me is, like always, is going to dictate the tempo of the game. And then you have number 10, who's a very good player, and I hope he's up for it tonight. as he normally is, and can show some magic out there today.
Henrik, you mentioned number 10. You were there in the team when he scored his first goal. If he did score 2 tonight, which he could do because he does it usually, he would make it 700 career goals.
It's unbelievable. 700 career goals. It's out of this world. It's in today's football, with all the good defenders and all the tacticals from the different coaches, to have a player to be able to score that many goals is just amazing. And he was an amazing player. He has been an amazing player for a long time, and I couldn't see that when he done the first pre-season with us that he was good. I could see, but that he would turn out to be the best footballer in the world for such a long time, I couldn't see that. But I'm happy.
Well, of course. I mean, you spent 2 years with him, Henrik. You played in stadiums where the fans were a big factor, Celtic Park, for example, or Camp Nou in Champions League nights. Can you imagine what it must feel like to play without fans?
It must be a very, very empty feeling, because part of the reason why you play is to have the fans there to cheer on and lift you up when things are not going the way you want it to go, and be the 12th man. So it's going to be a strange feeling, but at the same time, we all know why it's like this, and we have to accept it and do the best we can in order to get the fans back as quick as possible. But it must be strange, though. I mean, it's strange when you do your training sessions and there's no people in the ground, but it's going to feel similar to that. But I think it's the same time when the game is starting. You know why you're there, and it's a competitive game, and you want to win it. But obviously, you would love to have the fans there.
Yes, of course, of course. Let's hope they can be back as soon as possible, and that will mean that the situation is a whole lot better. Henrik, we're going to talk in post-game, but one final question. What is your score prediction for tonight's game?
Score prediction, then I say 4-0.
4-0, I like it. Optimist. Thank you very much, Henrik. We'll talk to you in post-game.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Well, those were the words of Henrik Larsson. Georgina, I don't know if you got any of that.
Yeah, I got any of that, and I want to take advantage of it to ask you about your predictions at home. What do you think is going to happen today? What are your prediction and scorers? My prediction for today is we're winning 5-0. I'm expecting a manita for tonight. What do you expect, Robert?
Okay, well, I'm writing down on my board here. I'm going with 1 goal less than the other day, and that's a 3-0 score. And, of course, we're keeping a clean sheet.
And Georgina, you can imagine this, but I actually put the same. I think 3-0.
Okay.
This is a good connection here.
Yeah, no,
I'm saying yes, 3-0.
Mine.
Clean sheet today.
I'm glad to see that you guys have this deep connection between you, and that you have the same score. Know that many fans are saying 3-0 here on the live chat. I'm on YouTube at the moment. I'm seeing for once. Oops, sorry. Okay, I lost it for 1 second. 4161. I was saying Manitas. Tyrone, I'm with you. 5-0. KOOK 6-0 or 5-0. I'm with you too. Borna Galogic 2-0. Anyone? Everyone is thinking we're winning today, which I think is a high possibility. Accounting that we are at the top of the table. Leganés has been struggling during this season. They are currently they have the same. Well, no. What has been Espanyol's result? Because
wait a minute. I'll update you. I'll update you, Georgina, and I'll let you know as well that we have someone else on the line who might want to give us a prediction.
Prediction. Go ahead.
And that would be Sarah Salapore. Yes, Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. How are you guys?
Sarah!
Sarah, welcome back.
Hi!
From home, of course.
Yes.
Sarah, quick take on tonight's game and your prediction.
Okay, Okay, I think I really want to know what's going on in the players' heads. Like, I mean, Camp Nou is the biggest stadium in Europe. It seats almost 100,000 people, and I want to know what's going on in their head. They're practicing right now, warming up before the game. There's no one there. I want to know, will it affect their game? I mean, of course, they already played a game with no fans, but it's different to play at Camp Nou because it's so big. But I think we have a very solid lineup. And my prediction, I want to say Manita like Georgina, but I'm going to go with 3-0 because I know Leganés will leave everything on the pitch because they are at the bottom of the table and they're going to do everything to pick up at least a point.
So, Sarah, basically you're thinking the same way as Mai and I because we both went with a 3-0 score.
Oh, Mai also said 3-0? Look at us. Yes. We're all in sync.
All in sync.
Okay.
We're going to give it back to Georgina. All 3-0s here, Georgina.
Oh, 3-0. Well, I'm the different one today. Tonight. Okay, no problem. We'll see if any other guests that will join us. We'll have GARY LINEKER in a few minutes here on the show. We'll see what is his prediction. Although I would be very surprised to have him say 5-0. And well, I'm not going to answer Sarah's question because I am obviously not in the players' mind. But being at Camp Nou empty after having been at Mallorca last week, it feels like a bit more normal. I think that the first shock of an empty stadium, it's something that we have already checked. We've already been there. We know what it is like to play with that public. And I think, well, I don't think it's obvious that these players are professional athletes. They can play under any circumstances, and that they will be absolutely focusing on the match today. Everyone wants to play with public, with fans on the stands, but if it's not possible, they are going to keep up without them. That's for sure. And well, it's impressive. It's impressive. The view is weird. It feels like a bit weird, and it's also it's a bit sad. Well, it's sad because of the reason that there is no public here and there are no fans here at the stadium. And if you think about that, you get a bit sad. But otherwise, it just feels different. It feels weird. It feels like something's missing, obviously. Okay, these were your predictions. I have two random predictions for Mai and for Robert. I'm going to start with you, Robert. I want you to guess how many passes will be completed tonight. How many do you guys think passes completed for today's
passes completed
game?
For Barça, we're saying, yeah?
Yeah, for Barça.
We are talking for Barça? Okay,
how many?
We had 720 something the other day, I think. So I think playing at Camp Nou, we're going to complete more passes. I'm going to go for 804.
Like it.
Okay. Well, that's a high number, but I think it's perfectly doable. I want to know, you guys, how many passes do you think will be made today for Barça? Well, their answer, Mai, total yellow card. It's okay. It's okay.
5.
5 yellow cards?
Yes.
How many for Barça?
3. No, 2. 2 for Barça, 3 for Leganés.
Only 2?
Yes.
We have a few players that are trying to aim us with the ball, and there are other few players that are at risk of suspension here. We have Arturo Vidal, who is not starting today. There's a huge game coming up in only 2 days, and it's important, I think, to have him for that game against Sevilla. And we also have a risk of suspension on Titi, who is also not playing today. We'll go into player stats in a moment if you want, Robert. But let me read a couple comments over here. They have Zaken that says we're going to make 823 passes. Audrey thinks 844. Brian is a bit more optimistic. He's going with 900. And finally, Kiwi Baba is saying 888 passes. That's 888 passes. So, Robert, I don't know if you want to go to the stats, so you have a guest with you. Sorry, I can't really hear you.
The optimism of the fans, high numbers in terms of passes. I'm going to have to interrupt, Georgina, because we have our second guest with us.
I'm glad that you interrupted me for this.
Okay, so here we go. He played for Barca for 3 years. He's an absolute legend of football and host of hit show Match of the Day, in the UK. Gary Lineker, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, thank you, yes, of course.
Well, first of all, Gary, thank you for joining us.
Absolute pleasure. Looking forward to seeing the game. I only caught the very end of the game at the weekend. Still enough time to see a Messi assist and a Messi goal, but I only caught the very end. So I'm really looking forward to watching a full game, albeit obviously in slightly different circumstances to what we're accustomed to, with the Camp Nou being empty.
Gary, how much have you missed sport and football?
A lot. I mean, obviously there are more important things in the world that we've had to live through in the last few months, but I think we're allowed to say we miss sport. It leaves a bit of a void in the life, watching not just football, but other sports as well. So it's a sign also, I think, of some kind of normality that football is returning. It's great to see. I've been watching the football in Germany, in Spain, and also in Italy, and looking forward to English football returning again soon. But I'm really looking forward to tonight's game and the first game back at the Camp Nou.
Yes, first game back at Camp Nou. We've got a team at the top of the table, which is Barca, obviously, and a team at the very bottom of the table. Both need the win, but with very different needs, of course. What do you think we can expect from tonight's game?
Well, I'm sure Barcelona will dominate the game. They'll dominate possession. I'm sure Leganés will try to keep Barca out and hit them on the counter-attack. But you would think that Barcelona will be comfortable winners. I mean, Barca obviously had a good win at the weekend away from home. Home advantage, I don't think probably counts for anything, given the fact that there's no spectators there. So it will be interesting to see. But obviously, form is also difficult as well when players, they've not been playing football for 3 months. So it's going to take a while for the players to get back into the groove, get back the feeling, and also the feeling of playing behind closed doors, which is a different kind of experience for the players as well. But I expect Barcelona to win comfortably, and I expect that man there to hopefully entertain us once again, as he nearly always does.
Hopefully. Your thoughts on the lineup, because Quique Setién has changed things up quite a bit. We've got Ansu Fati starting today. Yeah. I was personally expecting Luis Suarez to start, but he's still coming back from that injury.
Yes, well, Suarez obviously came on at the weekend, so he's feeling his way back in, but looking forward to seeing Ansu Fati. Great young talent emerging, and he's come from La Masia, obviously, wonderfully gifted young footballer with a big future ahead of him. So, yeah, he's mixed his side up a little bit. He's probably been a little bit cautious with Luis Suarez, because he's obviously been injured and he's creeping back to fitness. And obviously he's also gone with the midfield three, Setién, who's there'll be lots of possession in the game. So I was surprised De Jong was on the bench, and Artur's playing obviously in his place in the starting lineup. But they should have enough. They should have enough to win comfortably, I think.
Well, there is a factor, of course, that we have another game in 3 days in Sevilla. It's a tight schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight schedule all over Europe over these last few weeks, trying, of course, to finish the season. I think, personally, I think it's the fairest way. Get this season finished, see where we are at that particular stage. At least then, even if it does take a bit longer, if there are spikes or hopefully not a second wave, but if there are, finish the season, and then at least we start on a level playing field for next season, whatever next season will bring.
Yes, of course. And just going back to the other day, you did tweet that you were starting to have withdrawal systems after not seeing Messi for so long. It was wonderful to see him again score that goal with his right foot as well, produce 2 assists. Yeah. I mean, if he scores twice tonight, that will be 700 career goals.
I mean, 700. It's just crazy, the numbers that he does. I don't think it's any secret, my admiration for Leo Messi. I've marvelled at his football for over a decade now. He plays a game that us mere mortals are not really familiar with, and even on his quiet days, he'll do 3 or 4 things that are always memorable. 3 or 4 things that, you know, and I played top level football. I played for Barca, of course, way back when. But he does 3 or 4 things in the game that I probably never did once in my whole career. And he's something very, very special. Obviously, we're creeping towards the latter stages of his career. It's good to see him back, and we've got to enjoy him while he's still playing, because not going to be too much longer. Hopefully, he's the kind of player, though, that can probably eke out a few more years because he could drop deeper because he can pass the ball like nobody else. So we might get a few more years, but at his absolute peak, I think we're nearing the end.
Just a couple of final questions, Gary. I want to get your take on these new rules. For example, the 5 substitutions, which allow us to see more the depth of the squad.
Yeah, I think it probably obviously suit the teams with greater depth in their squad, probably the bigger clubs because they probably have more strength in depth. It will be interesting to see how it works. Obviously, the worry was slowing the game down, but you're only allowed to do it on 3 changes, so a couple of times you're going to have to change 2 players at the time. It makes sense with the amount of games that we've got coming up and the fact that they're so close together. So I think it seems a pretty wise move. But you know, players will get their fitness back as well. They've not had a multitude of friendlies that they've been able to play, which they normally would do going into a season, because this is like starting another season. So fitness will take time.
Gary, we've got just a couple of questions that are coming from fans. One from Harry123. Best teammate you had at Football Club Barcelona?
Oh, blimey, that's a difficult one. I had so many great teammates there with, you know, Roberto, Julio Alberto, Alex Sanko, Migueli. If I had to pick one, probably still a close friend now would be Lobro Carrasco. He's a great guy. We're still in touch. We see each other, whether it be in Barcelona or London. Lobro.
And we have a second question from Srihan Mukherjee. I'm sorry if I haven't pronounced that correctly. The best goal you've ever seen at Camp Nou, the one live, I imagine.
Live, I'd probably go. I've seen so many great goals at
We seem to have lost the connection with Gary Lineker. Guys, can you confirm that? Yes, we've lost the connection with Gary Lineker, so I'm going to send it back to Georgina, but we will be with Gary Lineker at the end of the game. Oh, we've got him back. We've got him back. Gary, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I was just saying it was Messi's free kick against Liverpool last year. I'm sorry you lost me there.
No, that was a great one. That was a great one. Well, I was going to ask you the final question anyway, which is your prediction for tonight's game.
I'm going to go bold and say 5-0 to Barcelona.
Nice, nice. Well, let's hope you're right, and we'll talk about it in the post-game show.
Look forward to it.
Thank you for joining us, Gary. We'll talk to you later. Georgina, back to you.
I'm really amazed and impressed that we just had Gary Lineker on the show because I'm a fan. So that's amazing. But I'm also very happy that he picked the same prediction as me. Manita, we're the Manita team, the Manita club tonight. You guys are the 3-0 club, and we are the Manita club. We'll have him, as he said, in the post game. We also have the highlights in the post game. Great opportunity to see the goals. Right after the final whistle, right, Robert? We'll be with you. And I mean, how do you feel after getting an interview with Gary Lineker? Can you explain, Robert?
I have to admit, I was quite nervous to start with because he's a big deal. I mean, he's a celebrity in England. He's the host of one of the best football shows ever, Match of the Day. And
I love it.
He's just such a nice person. And, well, you saw in his answers, he's a big Barca fan. And it's always great to talk football with people who know about football.
It definitely is. There were a couple of interesting things that he was saying there, also about the experience of playing behind closed doors. I wanted to ask you, Robert and Mai, what are the most dangerous things of Leganés? What can fans, Barca fans, culés around the world expect from tonight's game? What do our players need to look after for? And we also had the stats from 2 players that are not starting today, but there are Martin Braithwaite and Luis Suarez, key players for Barca, and that might get some edge at the end. So if you want to go with that, Robert.
Yeah, well, Maya, you go first. What do you think is most dangerous about Leganés tonight? I
think that from 16 games ago, they have a new different coach, which is a really good one. Javier Aguirre gave them the, positive and good things for them to fight for their goal. I think we have completely different needs. We're fighting for La Liga, for the title, and they're fighting to stay in the top flight since 2016. It was the first time they're actually get promoted to this top flight. So I think the most dangerous thing for us is that obviously they need that points to stay in La Liga, so we must be careful with that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think one of the main issues that Barca's going to have tonight is the fact that Javier Aguirre plays a 4-5-1 system. There are not going to be very many spaces. Barca are going to struggle to get inside the box, and I think that we need the runs of players like Rakitic and Artur to, well, we need them to produce more chances, more opportunities for the likes of Ansu Fati, Antoine Griezmann, and Lionel Messi. And Georgina, you were talking about Suarez and Braithwaite. I thought maybe both of them would start. Braithwaite had a great game the other day, playing against his former team. He's played 4 games for Barca, he's produced a goal, he's been creating shots as well. And Suarez, I mean, he's going to be a huge factor coming back into the squad. I guess Quique Setién wants to take it slowly as well. He's taken part in 28% of Barca's goals. He's scored 11 so far in 18 games. So good numbers for Suarez. And we hope we can see them in the second half, Georgina.
Yes, I hope that he can get some minutes. I was also expecting him to start today. I was also expecting Martin Braithwaite to start today. And what I was also expecting is that you're hearing on the background, that's the voice of our speaker, the Camp Nou speaker, that will be announcing the lineups today, even if there is no public. And I think it's really interesting to have it, just to keep some traditions going on. And he's going to say the lineups, also the substitutions, and well, it's going to be helpful for. He's going to go now while Sweet Child of Mine is playing on the background, and you will be able to hear him. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's good to have this back to like kind of normal, even if there are no fans here, for all the journalists that are over here, for the referees and the ball boys, and so everyone can be informed. And it's good to have Alish's voice back here at Camp Nou. Before we leave, we're not going to have Mark today with us because he's right at the other side, complete other side of the stadium, like this place, but just on the opposite goal. So he will not be joining us to give us the stats that he usually brings to the show, but instead I will give you 3 stats that you need to know about tonight's clash. And the first one is a very positive one for us. It's only 9% of Leganés shots end up in goals, as goals. So that means that if they tried and shot 100 times, which is not going to happen, they would only score 9 goals. This is a very good stat for us. It's a lot in our favor. So that's good. The second one is that we haven't lost to a Madrid team at Camp Nou since 2016. That's 4 years ago. I mean, where were you 4 years ago? Because Barça was here and it hasn't lost against a Madrid team since then. And the third one is the best one, and it is that Quique Setién has never lost against Leganés. And the last time that they were here, Leganés lost 5-0 at Manita. I hope that we're repeating the result. Did you know about the stats, Robert May?
Well, I had read a few of them. I had read a few of those stats, mainly that we've never lost against Leganés at Camp Nou. We've lost once against them at Butarque, but good numbers on the whole. And I think I'm right in saying that we have never lost to Javier Aguirre at Camp Nou either. So good numbers.
Whoa, yes.
Good numbers on that in that sense. And in fact, Bruno will be talking to us during Match Center about the rivalry between Barça and Javier Aguirre.
It's been intense. I've read about that, and I can't wait for Bruno to bring it to you. Anyway, it's 5 minutes to kickoff, so we will need to leave because that means that the game is just about to start. And thank you very much for having us, everyone at home. And remember that Barça Live warm-up is always streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter live from every stadium that Barça is playing in. You will get the warm-up. You won't see it anywhere else. Since we're playing behind closed doors and the journalist access is very limited, so you will need to follow us, subscribe, and check us. Tune in, stay tuned, because we're bringing this to you from every stadium around the world, 45 minutes every day before kickoff. I'm going over to you, and I will see you during the Match Center.
Well, thank you very much, Georgina. 5 minutes away from the game, another important game. 10 remaining.
But I feel more comfortable in this one, you know, because we already started.
We saw what happened the other day.
Exactly. It's like a mini Liga, let's say, because we just have 11 games. But I'm super excited because we're our stadium.
What we're seeing right now is obviously footage which is recorded from when the players came out before to warm up. The players are in the dressing room just getting ready to jump onto the field. And while they don't do that, let's talk to someone who's all the way over on the other side of the world, in Indonesia, in Jakarta.
Whoa.
I have the pleasure of talking to Bagus Aji Setuayan. I hope I pronounced that more or less correctly. Bagus, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
And Bagus is, of course, from the Peña Blaugrana in Jakarta. How are you doing, first of all?
I'm very good here.
What's it been like in there over these last few months in Indonesia? What is the situation right now there?
Yeah, it seems like the other side of the world. We have like, yeah, trying to get a new normal condition, something like that.
What is the time right now in Jakarta?
Actually, I'm now in Papua, in the other side of Indonesia. It's about 5 a.m.
5 a.m. That is commitment to Barça. I mean, we thank you so much for joining us on the show. And I want your take on tonight's game. What are you expecting from tonight's game?
I think Barca will be a very good team tonight. I think the score may be about 5-0.
Oh, nice, nice.
5-0.
I like the optimism. I like the optimism. And what will the Peña Blaugrana over in Jakarta, even if you're not in Jakarta, you're from the Peña Blaugrana in Jakarta, what will you be doing to follow the game?
I'll watch it with my friends here, but my friends hasn't come yet.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, so you're all alone at the moment. Anyway, I would like you to send us a message in Indonesian, if you can, giving us some optimism for tonight's game, saying that Barca will win and that your prediction is 5-0.
Okay, I'll say it in Indonesia. Barcelona akan menang 5-0. Pasti bisa.
Amazing.
Amazing, amazing. The players are just jumping onto the pitch, so I'm going to have to go to that. We'll talk to you at halftime and in post-game.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Mai, the players are on the pitch. Shall we refresh the lineup? For those who don't know, the lineup has Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, Sergi Roberto, Piqué, Langlais and Junior in defence. A midfield of three with Sergio Busquets, Ivan Rakitic and Artur Melo. Up front are Lionel Messi, Antoine Griezmann and Ansu Fati.
Ansu's back.
Ansu's back.
Ansu Power.
Ansu Power is back.
Yeah, yeah. I'm super happy to see him. I was not expecting him in the starting lineup today, but I'm super happy because it seems like Setien is doing what he's saying in the press conference.
Yeah.
And this one and the other one against Mallorca, like actually he wants to rotate the players, give them chance, give them minutes, and at the same time the idea is to avoid all the injuries and problems.
There is going to be a minute of silence in memory, of course, of all the people who have lost their lives to COVID-19, this dreadful disease, and to those families who have suffered the effects of it. So Barca have prepared a video for this. Let's see it. That is El Cant dels Ocells, the song composed by Pau Casals, a Catalan composer, and it was played at the United Nations in 1970 by that Catalan composer Pau Casals. It's a song that goes on at Camp Nou every time that there's a minute of silence. So the game is about to start. We've got Més que un club written across the stands with no fans, and the game is underway. The first possession is for Leganés, our opponent today at Camp Nou. Let's hope that we can get a win like we did the other day, Mai, and move ourselves 5 points ahead of Real Madrid again.
We need that, and we actually need to be focused on our goal, which is winning all the next games until the end, because We know we have Real Madrid just behind us with 2 points. That's too risky. And we actually have so many different fixtures and complicated ones.
We've got complicated fixtures. They've got complicated fixtures. They're playing Real
too.
Sociedad shortly. So I mean, we're playing Sevilla. It's going to be tough. I think that Setien said in press conference that he was expecting both teams to lose in this stretch of 11 games. It was just a question of who had the better run.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I think the one who keeps the level and just focus on their goal is the one who's going to fight for the title. I think if Barça continues in this, let's say, mindset, we can achieve that goal because it's not that complicated. And the good thing for us, we are the leaders with 2 points of difference, but we are the leaders. So if we're focused on winning all the games, that's it.
Well, Barca are attacking towards our right and Leganés towards our left, obviously. Barca are playing in Blaugrana. Lionel Messi is trying to switch the ball over to Ansu Fati. We can clearly see the 4-5-1 formation that Javier Aguirre has planted in front of Barca. And I expect the team to struggle today to create spaces. It will be interesting to see how long it takes, if Barca do, to break the deadlock.
Let's see, because Vidal is not on the pitch today, and I think he's a really good one.
The other day.
Yes, I think he's really good in breaking these spaces and doing unexpected things inside the area. So let's see what can happen, because we have Ansu Fati, who's really quickly too, and he's a fast player. We have Messi, who is, well, seems to be in a really good shape, who's completely fit. And actually, I want to talk to you, Robert, about the Suarez thing, because I think Setien maybe is saving Suarez for the second half, because he could see the 5th yellow card, which means
that is true.
Means that probably is too risky for this Friday, because we want Suarez to play
lovely
against.
Ball by Lionel Messi to Junior Firpo, who can put the cross in, looking for Ansu Fati. Clearance by the Leganés defense, and it's a throw in for Barca. Jordi Alba not there today, obviously, because he's suspended, but we already saw Lionel Messi looking for that run, that deep run of Junior Firpo.
It's a completely mixing, because now we have Lenglet back, because he was out due to suspension. Now Jordi Alba is out due to suspension, and we have to be careful with Vidal, Umtiti, and Luis Suarez for today.
If any of those 3 players that you mentioned saw a yellow card today, they would not be able to play on Friday in Sevilla. Here is Ansu Fati combining with Junior Firpo on the left. Ansu, another pass to Junior Firpo, who's inside the box. He can pass it back, looking for the run, the oncoming run of Ivan Rakitic. That will be important, definitely. Midfielders such as Ivan Rakitic especially, and Artur as well, making runs inside the box, putting extra men inside, like we saw Arturo Vidal do the other day with that goal.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if what Gary, well, it was Larsson, Henrik Larsson mentioned that if we control the midfield, it's the key, you know? You have the entire game for you. But I think that's the point, to be focused on the midfield. The good thing for us is Oscar Rodriguez, their top scorer, is not playing today due to suspension. So that's good at some point. But we must be careful, because Leganés actually is a team that every time that played against Barça, they score at least 1 goal.
What's curious about, that is true. That is true.
For a new team in La Liga, it's a good number.
Yeah, exactly. Leganés have only been in the La Liga for what, 3 or 4 seasons now?
4 seasons, yeah.
You were saying that Oscar Rodriguez isn't in the squad today. He's their top scorer with 8 goals. You know who their second top scorer is? Martin Braithwaite, and he's not with them today. You know who their 3rd goal scorer is? Yusuf Nesiri, and he's at Sevilla. So Leganés right now have players, only 4 players who have scored for them in La Liga, and they've all scored 1 goal. That's Guido Carrillo, Omeruo, Kevin Rodriguez, and Roque Mesa.
And actually, right now, thanks to that, Nesiri and Braithwaite are the only 2 players in La Liga. They score for both teams.
Scored for 2 teams.
For the current team, and Leganés, obviously, because it was their team before.
It wasn't a good winter transfer market for Leganés, losing Nesiri and losing Martin Braithwaite. Of course, they're fighting for to stay in the 1st division. Good results for them today, with Espanyol drawing 0-0.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Mallorca lost to Villarreal.
No way.
So Leganés even more in need of a win today.
They must win for sure. And actually, they started this Liga, this comeback with the wrong feet, you know, because they lost against Valladolid
the other day at home.
at Butarque, which is not good because at this part of the season, it's like you need the points, yes, or you're dead, let's say, because you're going to be in the relegation zone and you're down. You go to the second division, then that was the story. So I think obviously they need to win today and take advantage of these results for sure.
Well, it hasn't been such a thrilling start as it was the other day, Mai, because we had a goal in the first minute. But Barça seem to be dominating possession in these first 5 minutes. Gerard Piqué now playing in Barca's own half, passing back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who had a curious stat the other day, a very good stat. He completed 64 out of 68 passes.
What else can you ask for Marc? Ter Stegen is such an amazing goalkeeper, like he's super complete. And actually, I forgot to mention you that against Mallorca the first time, was Ter Stegen who gave the first assist, who provided the first assist to Griezmann.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
So
his second assist of the season.
Exactly. It's crazy like a goalkeeper can play like this. And
Barca have a goalkeeper slash midfielder.
Exactly.
No one else in the world can say that.
It's true. It's true. You're totally right. And actually, Robert, I don't know if you know this, but today with Junior Firpo in the starting lineup is his 10th game in the starting lineup for Barca as a Barca player. 10th, which is fine. I was not expecting that number. I don't know why, because probably I'm seeing Alba in the left back all the time.
Yeah, but Alba's been injured quite a lot
That's
this season.
the problem.
Alba's been dealing with injuries, and up to a point, being suspended today can be a kind of a blessing in disguise. It gives him more time to rest for the crucial game against Sevilla. And then we'll have one extra day between Friday and Tuesday compared to what we've had now, Saturday to Tuesday, between Sevilla and Athletic Bilbao. So, I mean, Alba will get plenty of time of rest. Oh, Ansu Fati tried to play the ball through to Griezmann, but they didn't understand each other. 7 minutes played. It's Barca 0, Leganés 0.
And
Javier Aguirre trying to reorganize things with his team.
Well, they must do that because I think they for sure know all the results and they need to figure it out which is the best way to face Barca, let's say, because it's not easy for them if it's the Camp Nou. Actually, the first game this season, they scored first at Butarque, but then
we came back with Suarez and Vidal, if I remember rightly. Mai, would you like to listen to Sarah Salapour?
Oh my God, of course, it's Sarah.
Well, let's talk to Sarah. Sarah, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Good.
Hello again.
I like how you, first I want to mention something. The whole Gary Lineker call, I was fangirling so much, and you did great. So don't even worry, you did amazing. But he just gushes so much about Leo Messi. I feel like he's one of us, like how me and Mike speak about Messi. He's like that, and it makes me love him even more.
Oh, wait a minute. This could be a chance for Leganés. The cross coming in. Ivan Rakitic intercepts it, and now Barca have a chance to go out on the run. Just hold them on a minute, Sarah, because Barca could create something here. I think it's going to slow down, and we're going to have a second wave of attack here with Lionel Messi picking the ball up now. Sergio Roberto making a deep run. Can he get to the ball before the defender? Oh, no, he couldn't. Throw in to Leganés. Okay, so, Sarah, we haven't had such a thrilling start as the other day.
Yes, we haven't. I mean, like we said, we scored in the first minute, the Vidal goal. But, I mean, there's still plenty of time. We're at home. And I think that Barca are hungry, they're motivated. And like Setien said, he's very impressed by his players. So I think it will be a good game.
Have you been checking out what's going on social media, Sarah?
Yes, I have. And that's why I want to tell you guys to send in your comments using the hashtag #OnlyForCouleurs, and I will read them and we will bring them to Mai and Robert. So one of the tweets that I found, her name is Rosafa, and she says, "We have a match to win today, Couleurs. Only for Couleurs, FC Barcelona, let's go." Both hashtags, and you see both of the flags are there, so I absolutely love that. I love how we have our own personal flag. It makes me feel so special. Then we got a tweet from Naren, and he says, "Finally back home, hashtag Camp Nou." Yes, I literally am so happy. I mean, there's no fans there, but just being able to see Camp Nou. I saw Barcelona's story on Instagram, and it was I think it was Regina that posted it, and it's the song "I'm Coming Home," and I got so emotional watching it. I was like, I want to be there right now. But it's great that the players are back at Camp Nou after so long. And the last tweet that I saw was Barcelona returns to the Camp Nou today. Today we feast. Yes, today we feast, hopefully with lots and lots of goals.
Just hang on a minute, Sarah, because we have a chance at the set piece here. A cross will be coming in from the left-hand side. Either Lionel Messi or Ivan Rakitic will be in charge of putting that inside the box. Here comes the cross by Lionel Messi. Langley. Oh, Piqué looking for their header now. Leganés looking for a chance on the counter-attack. Barca running back. Here is Recio. He's going to run out of options because he's surrounded by Sergi Roberto and Busquets. Oh! An opportunity in the empty space there for Leganés. They're inside the box. Here's an opportunity. Langley with the clearance. Langley with the clearance on the line. The chance there for Guerrero. It looked like the danger had been averted, but then the ball was all of a sudden back inside the box, and Guerrero was in front of ter Stegen. He actually beat him with the shot, but Langley, making a run back onto the line of goal, managed to clear into the hands of ter Stegen. So danger averted. Sarah, did you actually see that?
Oh, gosh.
I was watching you guys instead, but I understood it by your commentary. So excellent job, Robert. I'm glad the ball is in ter Stegen's hand because that's the safest place to be.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
It had me suffering there for a minute. It had me suffering there for a minute.
I have one more tweet for you guys.
Okay.
It's from someone. His name is Bruno, and it's in Spanish, and he says, Hoy juega el Barça de Messi en el Camp Nou. ¿Cómo no va a ser un buen día? Today, Barca play at Camp Nou. How is it not going to be a good day? Yes, I woke up feeling so pumped. I mean, I was already pumped about the game against Mallorca, but even that it's at Camp Nou now, like at home, it just makes me feel so excited. And I'm so jealous that Georgina's at Camp Nou.
Yes, well, she is a privileged woman there. Sarah, let's not forget that the fans can also send their comments through our live chat.
Yes, we live chat as well. Anywhere, just use the hashtag #onlyforculers as well as live chat on YouTube.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Sarah. We'll be talking to you later on in the game, hopefully with a Barca goal on the scoreboard already.
Anytime.
Or goals, plural. Plural.
Or goals, plural, yeah. I like your way of thinking, Sarah. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so now Leganés have a chance at the set piece. Eraso's going to put it inside the box. Many Barca players defending. The ball goes up high into the box. Sergio Roberto's going to be the one who heads it away, only so that Recio can pick it up. He crosses it back inside, a chance at the far post. And ooh,
what's happening here?
That went right across the line of goal. It was Guerrero once again with the opportunity. Leganés are the team that have created 2 chances already, very threatening ones.
And actually, Robert, I was about to say this. Leganés is the opposite as Barca when they score, because they used to score in the first 50 minutes of both halves. So they're dangerous now, because 12 out of their 22 goals they have scored is just on the first 50 minutes of the first half or the second half. But they're really risky on these first 50 minutes.
Well, they've come out strong, definitely.
Yes.
They've created 2 opportunities. I just want to remind the fans that we can't show you the game. We don't have the rights to do that, but we do our best to take you through the game. All the reactions, play-by-play. We can't show it to you. It's a shame, because we'd want to show you the game. Obviously, it's not that we don't want to, but we can't do it. We can't do it.
But we have the post-match on Barca TV Plus, in which you're going to have reactions, special guests. We're going to have the highlights and special content.
Exactly. Exclusive interviews with former players Henrik Larsson and Gary Lineker, and most important of all, the game highlights. Go to Barca TV Plus in the post-game and you'll be able to see them.
Exactly.
Barca looking to create an opportunity there, a long ball played through to Lionel Messi, but it came to nothing. Oh, and that chance by Guerrero, it hit the post. I think it was really close.
So
in this first quarter of an hour of the match, Leganés
pretty intense.
Been pretty intense. They've been putting some pressure on us when they've had a chance to, and the idea is that they are sitting back and looking for chances in transition, and they've had them at the moment.
No, they have them for sure. At least they have 2 shots on target.
Yeah.
And for now, we don't have any, so we need to go inside the area or trying to do something. Yeah, keep pressing, because I think the key the other day was that goal really early from Vidal. It was like opening the
it opened up the game, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, so it gives you like motivation and give you the, you know, the chance like think about, actually the good thing for Barça is if we score and we control the game and control the possession and everything, we can make sure we can do the 5 substitutions and everything could go well, because actually we have a really important game on Friday and some of the key players for us should rest.
Yeah, no.
So
we're getting a little bit of frustration there on Barca's bench with Quique Setién giving some orders to his players. He's not liking what he's seeing at the moment. Still Barça 0, Leganés 0. A couple of chances for Leganés. 157 passes completed for Barça. 35 only for Leganés, but that's been enough for them to threaten Marc-André ter Stegen twice.
Exactly. And I think it's what I always say, right? It's not about just controlling possession and having possession. It's just about do something with the ball. It's being effective. Score or do something else. Because right now it seems a little bit like Barça is... It's not really clear about what should they do, or, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like they're waiting.
Well, maybe this is the way to go, with Ansu Fati and Junior Firpo linking up on that left-hand side. And they need a bit more one-on-one with Ansu. He was always very daring in those first few games, but Barça generally are struggling against this defensive scheme of Javier Aguirre. Javier Aguirre, a coach that has never won at the Camp Nou. And you know who's going to tell us more about Javier Aguirre and his games at Camp Nou? Bruno Ballester. Bruno.
Hello guys, how are you? Hope you're enjoying the game. Well, good stuff for Leganés, good chances for them.
Good chances for them.
Let's see if Barça can react. And of course, we're going to talk about a manager, Javier Aguirre, who's a manager that, it's kind of peculiar manager, because he has his methods and his ways of managing, and all players talk really good things about him. Here is the first visit of Javier Aguirre into the Camp Nou with Osasuna. It was his first experience managing in La Liga. Then, he trained plenty of teams here in Spain. But with Osasuna, in his first visit, he took a point. So a really good result for the team from Navarra, from the north of Spain. It was a 2-2. Here, Mota was scoring the equalizer after an assist of Gais Camioneta, who was here in the program a few days ago. And actually, it was the first visit.
Oh, we've lost Bruno.
To remember that Javier Aguirre has never won in the Camp Nou, so hopefully today also it's not going to be the first time that Javier Aguirre wins with the Leganés in the Camp Nou. First experience with Osasuna, he took a point, and Clover scored also the 2-2. We're going to talk today about Javier Aguirre. This week, Martin Braithwaite, in an interview, he said that it was amazing to be managed by Aguirre, and the thing that he enjoyed the most was that Aguirre, first of all, he thinks that footballers are humans and not just footballers, and the human side of Aguirre managing, not just in football. So that's one thing that Braithwaite said this week about Aguirre. Of course, he knows him really well. He was the manager when he was at Leganés. So we're going to bring you more things about Aguirre in the Camp Nou during the show today.
Yes, he is quite a character, Javier Aguirre. He always produces a good press conference. It's always entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. The Mexican manager. Hopefully, all fans from Mexico, if they're watching the show, they can send also the comments talking about Javier Aguirre and some games, also experiences of the manager.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Bruno. Thank you very much. Well, we'll be talking to you later on with some more stories about Barça against Javier Aguirre teams.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to the game, see if Barça can create something here. Sergio Busquets linking up with Artur Melo. Here is Gerard Piqué. Langley with Busquets, and we had predicted that Barça would struggle against this tight defensive scheme of Javier Aguirre. There are so many Leganés bodies there now. A forward ball to Lionel Messi, who's on the edge of the box. The ball is taken away from him from behind. Artur recovers. Here is Rakitic. Rakitic trying to play inside with Antoine Griezmann, who'd made a movement towards the other side. Barça dispossessed for just a second there.
I actually see like they're doing 5.
Yeah, no, exactly.
As defenders, they have the line. It's actually 5, not 4, because I was expecting.
I think it's Ruben Perez, the defensive midfielder, who's just getting in there between the centre halves.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
just producing an extra body. And it's a line of 5 and a line of 4, definitely, yes.
Yes.
Barça just need to be patient, moving the ball from side to side. Here is Junior Firpo on the left with Ansu Fati. Let's see if he takes on his defender.
Come on, Ansu.
Trying to drive inside. The ball falls to Artur. Here is Artur trying to set up Griezmann on the edge of the box. The pass didn't get there. 20 minutes played. Still Barça 0, Leganés 0. Barça in possession again. Ivan Rakitic, who played his 300th game for Barça the other day.
Exactly, against Mallorca. Now, today's is 301.
301, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's a good number for a player, because Rakitic already had for us playing as a Barça player for many years. And I think it was a key player for many years.
Oh, yes.
Right now, we're not seeing a lot of him because of many different things.
Well, there's more
technical decisions,
maybe, but
yeah,
he was a very important man in the schemes of Luis Enrique and Ernesto Valverde as well. He was always a starter. And this year he started to lose a little bit of protagonism.
Exactly.
He's having fewer minutes, but still always an important player, Ivan Rakitic.
For sure.
And the scorer of the opener in Berlin, so we'll have to love him forever for that.
That's true. And the goal, the 1-0, we won at Bernabeu. It was because of him, of Rakitic.
Oh yeah, that's true. Last season.
Yeah, last season.
Yes,
that little chip
my mind is working. Over the keeper. Yeah.
I remember it was in match center, right?
It was match center, yeah. Of course.
Oh my God, that's why I remember.
It was the week in which we had 2 Real Madrid Barças, both at the Bernabeu. Copa del Rey 3-0 with Suarez scoring a Panenka penalty.
Exactly.
And then in the league we beat them 1-0.
Exactly. I remember the goal. It was from the right, and Rakitic just score against, it was Navas, the goalkeeper?
I think it was Courtois. It was Navas in one game and Courtois in the other.
Yeah,
anyway,
doesn't matter.
We can go to Georgina, who's at Camp Nou, a very silent Camp Nou compared to other games.
Yes, it's a very silent Camp Nou. I'm actually afraid of being too loud here because it's really impressive to actually hear the players. In Mallorca, you could not hear them that much because there were like some pre-recorded chants going on in the stadium. But oh my God, you can hear everything, loud and clear, everything. What they scream from the benches, what the players are saying on the pitch, everything. It's kind of it's surreal, it's a dream.
Well, it's surreal and a privilege, Georgina. You can hear what Quique Setién is saying to his players.
No, it is.
Yellow card.
Yeah, no, Quique Setién is not the loudest. You go with your first yellow card, Maya, you're happy.
No, that's not fair. Look at that.
Maybe it's not a red card.
He's taking his shirt and everything. No,
I don't think he's. No, he's not going to show a yellow card for this. He's not going to get booked. But it's a free kick. It's interesting for Messi. I don't know if we can start the spoiling machine now.
We could start the scoring machine here. Lionel Messi's going to put the cross inside. I'm going to take over for a minute with commentary.
Spoiling, yes.
I'm going to take over here a minute with commentary. Lionel Messi with his uncut hair during quarantine.
Thanks, God.
He's going to put it into the box with his sweet left foot. There it goes on Piqué, diving in. Could have connected there, was just a bit too far away for him. Georgina, you were saying you can hear everything. Who is the loudest Barca player?
I wouldn't tell you a Barca player, but I will tell you that Leganés are way louder than Barca.
Okay.
Like it's no, they are screaming like all the time. Like they are screaming one day like "Cúralo," like all the time. That means they have work to do. Still, I was a bit surprised by the intensity that they showed in the first few minutes of the game.
Yes, first 15 minutes, I wouldn't say that Leganés dominated because that would be an overstatement, but they did create 2 very clear chances.
Yes, they had them, and it's like we felt a bit out of focus. I don't know if this can have something to do with the lack of the fans here in the stadium. But yeah, the team seemed a bit off. Now they're starting to create opportunities again. Now you have a good one. I'm going to let it over to you, Robert, because it might get interesting.
Fati combining there with Artur. Over to Piqué. We're going to hold on to you, Georgina, for just a minute. See if Barca can create anything here. Langley. It's just that Leganés managed to get all those bodies back, and it's very hard to beat.
Oh. Well, I can hear.
I can hear the screaming. I can hear the screaming.
Thanks to Georgina.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing.
You can hear it,
it's a bit
right?
like a training session, isn't it? When you can hear everything that's going on.
Yes. It is like it is like it's very similar to the sound of the training session. Yeah. As I was telling you, Leganés they are really close to me now. That's Rakitic. If I get closer to the pitch, you might hear them even more. But I had to go a bit up on the stands because if not, I really couldn't see anything. But yeah, Leganés are louder than Barça, and Quique Setién, I haven't heard him so far. He's like a quiet.
But Georgina,
man.
can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel? Like you're in the living room, but you're actually at the Camp Nou. You have a lot of space around you, and you're alone at the Camp Nou.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look, that's Ignacy from the other day, and warm-up camera. You should have seen him dancing during the show. No one there.
It's crazy.
And later, yeah, it's weird, to be
Well,
honest.
you're very privileged, Georgina, to be experiencing this. Definitely.
Yeah,
I know.
Yes, it's a thing.
I know,
just
guys.
once in a lifetime.
Well, thank you very much, Georgina.
Hopefully.
I was going to ask you where you were, like behind which goal, but you did say that Rakitic was close to you, so you're behind the goal that
Yeah,
Leganés is defending at the moment.
Yes, exactly. And I will move after that to go. I will always try to be behind the goal where we are attacking into.
Not where we're attacking, Georgina, where we're scoring the goals, because they will happen.
Where we're scoring the goals. That's it. Because we're looking for that manita.
We are. For Gary Lineker and for you.
Especially for Gary.
Thank you, Georgina. We'll talk to you before halftime.
Thank you. Thank you. Great. Talk soon.
Here is Ivan Rakitic putting the ball inside the box. Oh, it can fall to Griezmann.
No, Griezmann.
Puerta got there first.
Actually, talking about this guy, do you know he has scored 8 goals.
Antoine Griezmann, of course, yes.
But 8 of them at the Camp Nou.
In La Liga?
Oh, in all
no.
competitions.
No.
In all competitions.
In all
La
competitions.
Liga.
No. In all competitions. He scored 8 in La Liga total, but he did score at Eibar, so it's impossible that all 8 are. But in all competitions, he scored 8 at Camp Nou. Yes, that is true.
And okay, but the stats that I
No.
have a completely different number. 8 goals, 6 at the Camp Nou. No?
That could be correct. That could be correct.
Or I'm wrong.
No, that could be correct. It's not. It's definitely not all 8 at Camp Nou because he did score.
not all 8.
No. Okay, all right.
I mean,
I didn't understand.
most of them are at the Camp Nou, so I hope he can score today, please.
Definitely.
Please.
Definitely. I want him to score. I want Messi to score. I want Messi to score too and get to 700 career goals, combining Barca and Argentina.
That's insane. And actually, the other day I mentioned this, but I was so confused that he's just 15 goals behind Pelé with that title of the most goals for a single club.
For a single club, yeah.
So it's
As a one-club man.
643, and Messi's not that far.
Oh, Messi with a lovely little pass, the 1-2. Messi on the edge of the box, he can find Ansu Fati. Oh, it's Junior Firpo. Junior Firpo trying to put the cross back in. He could have taken a shot. Lovely little 1-2 there between Artur and Messi. I thought Messi was going to shoot from the edge of the box.
Yeah, I was expecting that too, but no. He waits.
Artur looking for options. 3 defenders in front of him. He still tried to filter the pass through to Lionel Messi. It didn't get to its destination. And Barca will have to start again. Piqué winning the ball back. Sergi Roberto to Artur. Langley crosses the halfway line. He has Junior to his left. Ansu Fati making a run. Griezmann making one in the middle as well. Messi back to Artur. Here is Rakitic with a cross. The header goes over the crossbar. Antoine Griezmann with an opportunity there.
Really close one.
The cross by Rakitic. And close to the penalty spot was Antoine Griezmann with the header. There's no offside.
No.
There's a little bit of a nudge there from behind.
It was with his face, not even the head.
Yeah, exactly. It did feel like that in like live. It wasn't a clean header.
I feel like if the referee is not that good, we should see more than 5 yellow cards during the game, because I feel like Leganés is pressing so much.
They're going to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes.
Yes.
They're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ansu Fati trying to play the ball through to Artur Melo.
I was
Boyer got there
expecting
first.
Martin Braithwaite from the starting lineup, like starting today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's not, but I feel like he's going to play for sure, right? Probably in the second half.
Yeah,
or
I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's nice to see Ansu Fati though back in the
no, obviously
lineup.
yes, but at the same time, it's just to give that spicy, you know, like hydration, right? I think.
Yeah,
yes.
hydration pause.
Hydration, yes,
So
exactly.
this is when the players can go to the bench, have a little sip of water or a sip of whatever drink, energy drink they have.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like in other sports, you get timeouts. This is a timeout, basically.
Yeah, actually,
Quique Setién, Javier Aguirre can talk to their players, reorganize themselves, say we're doing this
like
wrong or doing this right, and that is definitely what's happening now. You can see Quique Setién on the screen there, just talking to his players.
Oh, actually, Barça posted a photo. I don't know if you see that before. That it was Messi in front of the entire group, even Setién, Sarabia, all of them were around Messi, and Messi was explaining something. It was an amazing picture.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
That's the leader. Like he was talking to the guys and telling
it was
something.
it was on Instagram. It was one of those. It was those two. It was two photographs. You had to slide to see the whole thing.
Yeah, on Instagram.
And Messi was on the right-hand side.
Yeah. You see all the people like paying attention, like okay, and I feel like this is the type of timings that we normally, obviously, we don't have this.
Yeah.
And they have the time to talk and see, like, okay, we can do this better, or we should improve this and not doing this.
Look at the social distancing going on there on the bench for Barça, Mai.
That's crazy. So weird to see
all
them
the players
like
sitting
this.
separately there. Arturo Vidal, we've got Frankie de Jong, Araujo, Riqui Puig, Martin Braithwaite as well, Semedo, all of them sitting quite separate from each other. We're going to take advantage of this pause in the game to talk to Sarah Salapur again, which is always good. Sarah, a quick pause in the game. It's like a timeout, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually like these hydration pauses. I feel like the coaching staff can tell the team what they want to do, rearrange everything, reorganize. Because like you said before, Leganés, they don't have the ball that much, but when they do, they're effective with it. So some pieces of our game needs to be changed. So I like that we have this hydration pause. Maybe Setién will tell the player something or move around some pieces. But so let's focus on social media.
Go for it.
So I got one tweet, and I feel this fan so much. He says, "Stadium is so huge, 0 fans. This will be weird. 4-0 only for culés." He states that, I mean, Camp Nou there's no one there, but he still believes in the team, and I absolutely love that. Then I got another tweet where it says, "My prediction for FC Barcelona versus Leganés is 3-0. Let's hope Messi gets all 3. Hashtag back at home, Camp Nou, win for Barça, culés, only for culés and Forza Barça." If he gets all 3, then he passes 700 and you'll get 701 goals, which will be absolutely insane. That would be like Messi moment, Messi. I hope that happens.
We hope that too.
Yes, and then another one that we received was, we must get our 3 points today. FCB, the club I love. Oh, okay, well, we're reading another one. This one I actually loved a lot because I felt like this person was me. In Spanish it says, "Perdiendo las clases online para ver al Barça." And that was me when I lived in California. I was always missing out on my classes to watch Barça, so I really vibed with this tweet. And last but not least, we must get our 3 points today. FCB, the club I love, hashtag only for players. So keep on sending them using that hashtag, and we will read them out.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sarah. And I like the fans that are going with our prediction as well, that 3-0.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a 3-0 team. I love it.
We're all 3-0 team today. You, Mai, myself. I mean, we all went with the same prediction. Let's hope. And I want to ask you, Sarah, another prediction. Do you think Messi makes it 700 today?
Oh, tonight. I can't know. I mean, it's Leo Messi, so I can never say no because he does impossible things. So yeah, this is even impossible. It's totally possible. He has so much time.
How
so
many
I'm going
games
to
have
say
we seen with Messi scoring twice? I mean,
so many.
Endless.
I absolutely loved when you asked Henrik, like, he's 2 more goals away from 700, and you could just see that he was speechless. He was like, he couldn't find his words. And that's just insane that like a legend like that speaks. It's just,
and he was
it shows how... Exactly. It just shows how genius of a player Leo Messi is. Everyone's just
Lovely ball
about
from
him.
Junior Firpo to Ansu Fati. It's going to be covered by Awaziem, and the ball's going to go out for a goal kick. Anyway, Sarah, we'll talk to you at halftime, I believe. So, well, keep checking out the social media and bring us some new cool tweets.
Will do, Robert.
Thank you. So, goal kick for Leganés. Barça are still struggling to find clear goal-scoring opportunities. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Leganés now in Barca's half. Here is Roque Mesa. Artur takes the ball away. Nice from behind. Messi trying to play the ball long to Antoine Griezmann.
Fast.
Kicked away by Tarin. And now booted away by Jonathan Silva. Piqué. Going to have to try and keep it safe in front of Guerrero. Sergio Roberto brings it down on his chest. And Piqué back to Ter Stegen, who plays a safe pass to Sergio Busquets and gives Barca some air. Busquets on the right. He has Sergio Roberto. Messi can get away.
Look at that. It's not a yellow card?
Has to be a yellow card.
Or orange, if you want to.
Tugged down.
What are you doing, man?
By Bustinza.
It's the first one.
Basically dragged him down when Messi was getting away.
He was trying. And that one, look at that. I think that could be not a yellow card, but a foul.
No.
Like, he was hugging him.
No. Bustinza definitely there.
Messi was not happy.
Deserving of a yellow card. Messi wasn't happy about that.
No. He was really serious.
It was quite a hard fall.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, well, 10 minutes remaining in this first half, and Javier Aguirre has planted a tight defense in front of Barca.
Yes.
We've beaten other times. Bruno, let us know about a time when we did beat a Javier Aguirre team.
Well, it was in 2008-2009 season. Javier Aguirre was managing Atletico de Madrid, probably best moment in his personal career. After a really good job in Osasuna, he moved to Atletico de Madrid, but it was not his best night in that season, 2008-2009, because Barca's team, managed by Pep Guardiola, beat them by 6 goals to 1. So yeah, here you can see familiar faces now from that fantastic team who won everything. Rafa Marquez was the first one, another Mexican, Rafa Marquez, in that season where Barcelona won all the titles. Messi here, he was fouled in the box, so it was a penalty that scored Samuel Eto'o. It was the 2-0 for FC Barcelona. What a striker, Samuel Eto'o, also amazing. Leo Messi was surprising everyone, scoring a direct free kick before the whistle of the ref, and he scored the third one. Maxi Rodriguez, the Argentinian, cut the distances with this goal, but then Barcelona again. Look at that goal from Samuel Eto'o. What a control, cutting here inside the box, and an amazing goal of the player from Cameroon. Amazing double for Samuel Eto'o. That's the face of Javier Aguirre. Yeah, as we said, it wasn't his best night. And again, the fifth was going to come for FC Barcelona with this shot from Ander Sinister to the post, and with Johnson, who scored another goal, but it was disallowed in this second chance. He scored the fifth goal. And Thierry Henry, what a fantastic way to finish from the edge of the box. This connection with Bojan and Guardiola, really, really happy with this. Fantastic result. What a season, what memories from that amazing team of FC Barcelona that won absolutely everything in the 2008-2009 season.
Well, you're proving there, Bruno, that it can be done, that we can beat a Javier Aguirre team. So let's see if we can score first in these final 6 minutes of the first half. We have a chance now at the corner kick. Bruno, we'll be talking to you in just a few moments at halftime.
Fantastic. Let's see if we can score a goal before halftime.
Here is the cross by Ivan Rakitic, the header by Langley. No. It was an extension for Piqué to get the ball at the far post, but Piqué just saw it fly by him. Quique Setién will definitely have to shift things up in the second half if we go in with this result, definitely.
Yeah, and at the same time, I don't know about you, Robert, but I feel like this is playing against an Italian team.
Yes.
They're super close. It's impossible to find the spaces and to be comfortable because Ansu Fati is trying, Messi is trying, everyone's trying to find the spaces, but they're pressing so much, like 3 of them, like in the Barca player. I don't know, but I feel like it's not easy, and we probably need to try something from outside the area, or looking for a free kick. I don't know, but something different, because it seems like it's not possible to go in that area.
Yes, we haven't taken a shot from outside the box, and I would say that is probably the way to go. Try to that would definitely drag the players out of their box and create some more spaces inside if they feel that there's a threat of Messi, Artur, Rakitic, players who can shoot, who have scored many goals from outside the box, if they start to take their opportunities from there.
And actually, now that you're talking about that, from the 67 goals we have in total in La Liga, 51 are inside the area and just 8 outside.
So yeah.
We have 4 free kicks and 4 penalties, but just 8 out of the area. It's like we need to do something, like, because on these type of games,
we'll definitely need something like that, or a set piece, or a moment of inspiration, of course. I mean, that can always happen with players so talented. Here is Clement Langlais. Langlais inside to Ansu Fati, having some trouble there to get past Awaziem. 4 minutes remaining now, plus added time, of course, and we saw the other day that added time can go up to 4 or 5 minutes, even if it is the first half.
The other time was the VAR too, so probably it's just like 2 minutes or 3.
We had the pause, we had the hydration pause. We could have 3 minutes. Here is Ansu Fati.
Anyway.
Ansu on the edge of the box, the shot by Ansu to go! Bang, 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 bang. Ansu Fati gives Barca the lead.
Yes, I think I'm going to pick my ball here. I miss it.
Barca finally managing to break open the game, to break the deadlock. Ansu Fati, I think it was just inside the box, his shot with his right foot. It was a dry shot there. Messi through to Junior Firpo, who collided with his defender, managed to keep the possession alive, fed Ansu Fati on the edge of the box, and the shot by Ansu in front of Rodrigo Tarín. It went through the legs of the defender and ended up in the back of the net. Cuellar could do nothing about it.
No, it's possible.
Wonderful goal by Ansu Fati to give Barca the lead.
And good assist from Junior.
Good assist from Junior, yeah?
Yeah.
No, good hustle as well, because it was a through ball by Messi. It was there was a clash there between Junior and the defender, but Junior got the better out of it.
Yes.
He managed to feed Ansu on the edge of the box, and Ansu did the rest.
This is what I was expecting, you know? Like, I want something to, what we always do with emojis, like some boom, a surprise.
Well, we always talk about opportunities there, we were just talking about it, opportunities in isolated situation, a moment of inspiration. That was it.
Exactly.
And so important to score just before half-time.
And actually, it's related to Barca stats, because we used to score at the end of both halves.
Yeah, that's true.
In the last 15 minutes. There it is. The last 15 minutes, we score our goal.
Let's see what psychological effect this has on Leganés, how it affects them mentally, especially going into the second half. Barca pressing, trying to look for a second goal. Ansu Fati, by the way, scoring his 3rd goal in La Liga.
That's
he scored against Osasuna at El Sadar, and he scored against Valencia at home. And that was the opener as well, so second opener there for Ansu Fati. He scored other important goals as well. The one, you remember the one against Inter Milan?
Come on, are you kidding me? We were just saying like Ansu power, and when he scored, we were so surprised, because we're not expecting that from a guy who is 17 years old.
Here is Ansu Fati again. Lionel Messi, Sergi Roberto, the header by Messi goes wide. Barca looking for a second goal before half-time, and Georgina, you're witnessing it live.
Yes, that was what a finish by Ansu Fati.
Yes.
Also, like how Junior was involved in the play. That was a very good one, and it gives us some. It's also something bright to go into halftime, definitely.
So you had a perfect view of that goal, Georgina, because you were right behind the goal,
I had a perfect view. Yes. Just a few meters of me. I'm very bad at this, but I would say, I don't know, 10, 20 meters. I don't know. I'm really, really close. I had a great
What was the noise of the celebration?
Something that surprised me a lot. There are a few journalists here at the stadium. I think it's 6 televisions and 6 radios and 6 region press. But the radios were really loud, and they're really screamed at the goal, the commentators. So you could really hear them from the pitch side, and I think it was good. It gave the players the feeling that they are actually playing for someone, and but it's not a euphoria, you know. It's just an opener. It's important, but it's not like you're winning the well. We could say that you're winning the title with this kind of goals, but you know what I mean. Just hearing the cheering of a goal here at Camp Nou, even if it was only coming from 2 or 3 voices, I mean it was great to hear, to be honest.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Georgina. 3 minutes of added time. We'll talk to you now. We'll talk to you now in just a few minutes. 3 minutes of added time. Mai and Barca looking for a chance in transition. The ball just rolled away from Lionel Messi there. You were saying it would be 2 or 3 with just that hydration pause.
Yes, just because of that, and we don't have any VAR.
Oh, lovely move away by Ansu Fati, and now he can use his speed down that left flank. Here is Ansu Fati. He's got the help of Junior Firpo. Ansu cuts inside. He's going to try and put the cross inside. Messi can pick it up. Goes over him. It's headed away by the defense. Rakitic tries to keep the possession alive. Good job by Ivan Rakitic with a couple of turns there.
What's happening?
Rakitic with Lionel Messi. He's got Sergio Roberto and Antoine Griezmann on the right-hand side. Griezmann. The pass goes back to Gerard Piqué. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And it's Barca 1, Leganés 0, thanks to Ansu Fati.
Yes, and thanks to Ansu. And I feel like it's weird to see Piqué and Lenglet together again after 3 months.
Yes, I know.
It's like,
because we didn't see them on Saturday. But by the way, great job by Ronald Araujo.
I really like his match. I think he did an amazing job. It was the pressure about being back, starting lineup, away game, first game in La Liga after the lockdown, and he did an amazing job. It was not.
No, it was actually calm throughout the whole game.
Exactly. I feel like it was super good to see him in a good shape and doing a really good job next to Piqué.
Yeah.
But today, like seeing Piqué and Lenglet, it's like, oh, they're back. It's kind of weird feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're back again, and who knows? On Friday against Sevilla.
Who knows? I mean, Lenglet will definitely be eager to play against his former team. He played for Sevilla, let's remember. Barca are taking their time in this final minute of the first half. We just saw Ter Stegen quieting things down, and we'll see if Barca can keep the possession for these 45 remaining seconds, or maybe even create an opportunity for a second goal.
It would be amazing if we score a second goal now. Give you like a relief, you know, if you're going to the halftime like this and 2-0.
Here is Clement Lenglet over to Piqué. 20 seconds remaining now. Messi's going to try and turn. He's got 2 defenders on him. Busquets with Messi. He's going to switch things over to the left. Ball by Messi to Junior Firpo. He's got the run of Ansu Fati. Here is Ansu, who can take on now as Ziem. Ansu with the turn. I think things are going to end here. Or will the referee let Barca finish this attacking move? No, that's the final whistle of the first half. Barca 1, Leganés 0. The goal scored by Ansu Fati just a few minutes ago, on the 40th minute, more or less. That gives Barca advantage going into the dressing rooms, and we'll see how this affects Leganés going into the second half. I think that they'll continue to play the way they have, because that's the way that their manager wants them to play. Very tight at the back, try and take their opportunities at the on the counter-attack, and they did have those opportunities in the first half, Mai.
They did have that opportunity twice, the shots on goal. I think even if they don't have the top scorer, Oscar Rodriguez, they're doing a great job.
Yep.
They obviously want to take advantage of the other results of Mallorca, Espanyol. They're actually, from the bottom of the table, there are the teams with less goals against, which means it's a good point for them. Yep. But at the same time, we need to be careful, because at home, even if we have 14 matches, just 5 of them is clean sheets. So we must be careful about that. And in the second half, we have the other substitutions.
I think all 5 substitutions we can make.
Exactly.
Let's remember, in 3 cycles. You can make them in 3 cycles. Or if you make one at halftime, like Kike Setién did the other day, that doesn't count as a cycle. So you can do them in 4 cycles. You were mentioning something that I wanted to point out, but I can't remember now. Anyway, but no. Oh yes, you were saying that of the bottom part of the table, Leganés are the team that have conceded the fewest goals, and we know why. We've seen it.
Yeah, exactly. They have a really strong defense. Cuellar is a good goalkeeper for them too, and I think they're doing a great job. I mean, they're in the relegation zone.
Yeah.
That obviously doesn't seem like they're doing an amazing job during the season, but I think they're doing their best. And right now you can see like they're protecting their goal so much. It's so difficult to go in. It's so difficult to find the spaces. They're doing a really good job. And they're all behind because they obviously know they're at the Camp Nou and they need to protect and try to find a space. What they did at the first 50 minutes with two shots on target.
Well, they're going to look for it in the second half, definitely.
For sure.
We've been talking to several people throughout the game, and I think we can have them all on the screen at once right now. So let's go and talk to Georgina, Sarah Salapor, Bruno, and Bagus over in Indonesia. Guys, lovely to have you on the screen here at halftime. Georgina, what was your take on the first half?
Well, it didn't start as I think we were all expecting. At least after seeing Mallorca's intensity, I was expecting Barça to be attacking a lot, especially during the first minutes. But anyway, I think even though the first 15, 20 minutes were a bit low, we managed to get into halftime with some bright notes, and especially that goal, obviously, amazing finish by Ansu Fati. And I'm curious to see now what will be Quique Setien's decisions for the second half.
Sarah Salapor, up here. There you are. What was your take on the first half?
Time.
I got it right this time.
Well, it didn't start out like how we wanted it to. Leganés were controlling the ball with very little possession, but it's very important that we got that goal before halftime. It's a morale boost to head into the second half, knowing that you have a goal in hand. And I also want to point out that Ansu Fati was so calm and collected when he received the ball. It's like he's so experienced. He had the ball. He took the time. He knew where to find the space. It's not like where he just shot it. Like he had the time and he took his time. And I thought that was so experienced of him when he's only 17 years old. So I think hats off to Ansu Fati, and I think that this goal will be a huge morale boost for the second half.
And all the optimism, Sarah, we've been seeing on social media finally translates into a goal.
Yes, finally. And they're so happy. They're calling Ansu Fati the best teenager in the world. I love it.
Well, he is. Bruno, we've been talking about Javier Aguirre throughout the first half, and, well, he's giving us a hard contest today.
Yeah, Leganés are fighting and playing a really good game, but Barcelona has scored a vital goal before halftime. I think it's really important because you can imagine now Leganés players, after playing and making a great effort in this first half, well, they face they're in a really tough situation in the table, and they are playing a good game, but Barcelona, in the end, right now taking the 3 points in the first half. So I think psychologically it's going to be tough for Leganés this goal before halftime. And what to say about Ansu Fati, It's amazing, this young kid. He's always there when he's in the pitch. And today, again, in a kind of a tricky game for Barcelona, he has showed a fantastic level. And he has scored, right now, a vital goal, the only goal of this game. So let's see how it goes the second half. I'm quite excited about the 5 substitutions. I like this kind of, to have 5 substitutions because teams can change a lot. So we'll have the opportunity, I think, to see many other different players. And that's always great. I want to see Braithwaite again after his fantastic game last week and playing against his former team. I'm quite excited to see Braithwaite and also Luis Suarez. Let's see how also Setien manages this squad, because we have to remember that on Friday we play a really tough game in the Sánchez Pizjuán against Sevilla, probably one of the toughest games until the end of the campaign.
Yes, we'll have to take that into account, but we've still got to play 45 minutes in the second half, and all the way in Indonesia, Bagus from the Peña Blaugrana in Jakarta. What's your take in the first half?
I think it's a kind of tough game, but I'm pretty sure that the first goal is just the start for another goal. And I think my prediction about 5-0 maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit ambitious, but there's plenty of the second half to go, so we'll see if we can get that prediction right, that 5-0. That also Georgina and Gary Lineker predicted. Guys, I'll be talking to you throughout the second half and in post game, of course. Mai, should we take a break?
We should.
I think we should take a break, little breather, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. But let's see, we're going to offer you some of the cool contents that you can see on Barça TV Plus these days. So let's have a look at those.
Foram muitas batalhas, Foi muito duro, não me arrependo das decisões que tomei, não me arrependo de ter abdicado o que abdiquei. Quando eu olho para trás e vejo que tudo deu certo, que tive uma carreira, que realizei meu sonho de jogar, que esse é o principal, realizar meu sonho de ser jogador de futebol, não tem preço. Faria tudo de novo. Quando bem pequeno, como eu te falei, quando eu ia para a fazenda, eu queria ser peão de rodeio. Eu queria ser peão, montar em touros e etc. Essa coisa de ser o homem do campo, assim, de ser fazendeiro, eu aprendi com meu avô.
Ele era uma criança, sempre eu falo, diferente de muita criança. Porque de toda a vida ele foi muito esperto, muito trabalhador, né? O que ele via a gente fazer, ele queria fazer também.
Mas depois, creio que com 8 anos, 7, eu já tive o sonho de ser jogador de futebol.
Arthur chegou aqui para treinar juntamente com o pai dele, né? 4 anos de idade, e ele sobressaía, tendo assim uma vontade incrível e uma técnica incrível.
O Arthur foi a pedra preciosa que teve aqui no condomínio. Um jogador que já tinha um domínio melhor de bola, uma condução melhor, igual essa finalização, a gente já via que poderia virar. É lógico que tem uma autoconfiança que é importante, porque o jogador, para conseguir render, ele tem que ter confiança nele mesmo.
Ele me lembrou muito o Beckenbauer, alemão, porque ele era um menino que não vibrava, ele tocava a bola para o companheiro, aparecia mais na frente para receber a bola.
Na verdade, minhas maiores referências foram o Xavi e o Iniesta. Eu queria fazer as coisas que eles faziam, né? Então, desde criança tenho isso comigo.
Na época, eu trabalhava na captação e a minha função era ver as outras chaves. E tinha um jogador que jogava no Goiás, o nome dele era Arthur, que ele tinha 1 ano a menos do que todos que estavam ali.
E então foi nesse torneio que o Grêmio viu o Arthur jogando e conseguiu o meu contato e fez o convite.
O Grêmio é um dos maiores times do Brasil. É onde milhares de adolescentes queriam estar. E eu tinha oportunidade. E meu pai me falou, a escolha é sua. Então, esse momento foi muito marcante na minha vida, né? Que foi onde eu, com 14 anos, tive que tomar, creio eu, uma das maiores decisões que eu tomei até hoje na minha vida.
Hola. ¿Qué pasó, chaval?
Llegó el bailador con el sazón, con el sabor.
Hombre brasileño, canción de radio. Las dos que están entre 1, 2 y 3, el mundo para maquiar. 1, 2 y 3, porque yo me pongo siempre tercero yo. Yo me pongo aquí en mi camarino. Esto es mío aquí. Para ponerme más guapo, siempre aquí hay. Esto le voy a quitar un momento. Hola. ¿Ya preparado? Sígueme, por favor.
¿Cómo es? ¿Listo? Ah, súper chévere. Buena onda. Siempre con bromas, sí.
Ah, qué bello.
Ahí tengo aquí la televisión de Cataluña. ¿Ya? Así va. Cuando jugaba, cables por aquí, cables por allá, siempre me decía por izquierda, por la derecha, aquí mando yo. La zurda, papá manda acá, en la televisión de fútbol.
Solamente 3 toques. Mejor crack, el crack. Sí, el Barça también. Ya va a empezar, ya van a ir, así que ya córtenle para que no se enteren de lo mal que lo hacen. Hoy no se vino, el short. Lleva 24 horas grabando, pues. Hoy sí se bañó, Hoy sí prendió su computadora.
Disfrútenlo, señores, disfrútenlo.
Espectacular.
Well, those were two of the contents that you can see on Barça TV Plus. The origins of Artur Melo, always very interesting to see how the players were brought up and how they got their passion for football. And on the other side of things, once they've retired, what they're doing. Risto Stoichkov in Miami, always cool contents on Barça TV Plus. And Maya, you know all about that because you've been working on it so hard over the last few months.
Yeah, actually, Robert, that's true because I've been working a lot with a lot of people because I don't know if people can imagine how much you have behind something like this.
Yes.
All the effort, all the work, all the people who's creating, all the images, the content, this and that. It's amazing. And I promise you, like, if you go to the Barça TV Plus, you will find everything you would love to see from
hours of
Barça.
content.
Behind the scenes, documentary, everything. It's amazing. And it's all Barça.
And lots of Lionel Messi images, so that's always good. Let's go back to the game, Mai, because I think we need to have a look at the numbers of the game. Let's have a look at the stats. All yours.
All mine. Okay, goals. Well, we already know this because Ansu Fati scored our first goal and the unique goal from the match. 81% possession for Barça, 19 for Leganés. 4 shots for Barça, 2 for Leganés. On target. I would thought like Leganés already had 2, but no, it's 1 for each. Corner kicks, 1 for Barça, nil, nothing for Leganés. Offsides, nothing for any of them. Passes, 505 for Barça and 115 for Leganés.
115, that's really low.
It's really low. Passing accuracy for us, 93%, and for them, 67%. And yellow card just for Leganés, 1.
Yeah.
The one
for Bustinza.
Yes.
The one for Bustinza, yes. Leganés are going to make a substitution here. We've got it on our screens right now. Let's see who the player who's taken off is. We're going to be shown right now. It's number 6. It's Roque Mesa. Roque Mesa is the player who is not going to be playing in this second half.
Yes, I have.
And I believe that for Barça, we're going to have the same 11 players on the pitch. It's Roque Mesa for Roger Assalé on the side of Leganés. And I can see Ansu, I can see Messi, I saw Piqué come out as well, Junior Firpo, Langlais. I think Barça are playing with the same 11 players that we started with. That would be Ter Stegen, Sergi Roberto, Piqué and Langlais and Junior Firpo at the back, with Sergio Busquets, Ivan Rakitic and Artur Melo in midfield, Antoine Griezmann, Ansu Fati and Lionel Messi up front. We just saw Luis Suarez go and warm up.
That's a good news.
That's good news.
It's like he's back and now obviously he's going to have some minutes. We were expecting this for sure because he needs to be involved in all the team and the rhythm and everything. And of course, everyone wants him to see him play it against Sevilla this Friday, so he must get some minutes. But it's what Setien said before. We must be careful because after long injuries, you can have muscles problems and physical issues. So you must be careful about that.
There he is, warming up.
Yeah.
Luisito Suarez, I'm so eager to see him score again.
And actually, Robert, I don't know if you know this, but if he scores, he's going to be even more close to Kubala because right now Luis Suarez is our top 4th scorer in the club history.
191.
191 after Kubala with 194.
194, so he needs a hat-trick.
Exactly.
He needs a hat-trick to catch up with Kubala and become the 3rd all-time goal scorer for Barça behind Lionel Messi and César Rodríguez.
Exactly.
César
in just 5 years.
Yeah, in just 5 years.
Because, for example, César had already like 13 years for Barça, 13 seasons. Kubala 11, Messi, of course, the entire life.
His entire life.
And Luis Suarez just 5 seasons, and now he's the top 4th scorer.
Yeah,
which
he scored more goals than players like Samuel Eto'o, like who else is in that list? Rivaldo as well.
Yeah, Ronaldinho.
Yeah. Players who made quite an impact.
An amazing impact.
The second half has started, and Barca are attacking towards our left now in Blaugrana, of course, in new kits, because as we know with the new protocols, players have to change their kits at half-time.
Yes,
so,
they must do that during the half-time.
Sergio Busquets playing it forward to Lionel Messi. 19 degrees of temperature at the Camp Nou, a comfortable temperature to play in. It's been a rainy day in Barcelona today. It hasn't been.
That's always good because it gives you more like fresh air.
Yeah.
Not like me. Like, I'm dying because I'm completely excited about it. But
I hadn't even.
This Barca sweater is so good.
I hadn't even processed it. You're wearing a sweater. I'm wearing a short sleeve.
Yes.
Here is Artur Melo playing with Ivan Rakitic. We've got some cool photographies on screen right now from our colleague Miguel Ruiz, the official photographer for Football Club Barcelona. Oh, the pass by Ansu Fati wasn't good now for Junior Firpo. Throw in for Leganés. We're 2 minutes in to this second half. Ansu, the goal scorer. Great news.
Amazing news. And actually, what a way to be back with just that age. It's like, hello, I'm here. I'm ready to score and have this responsibility on the Barça team.
Yeah, and he hadn't played the other day, so I imagine he wanted to, prove his worth today.
Yes.
And scoring a goal is always a good way to do that.
And the first goal.
Yeah, and the opener, the one that...
Exactly.
Yeah, the one that breaks everything over. Now Barça in space. Here is Artur Melo finding Junior Firpo on the left. Junior passes it back to Artur. He has the support of Sergio Busquets, who shifts it over to Ivan Rakitic to his right. Rakitic looking for options. He's got Sergio Roberto on the right flank. Griezmann making a run there as well. Griezmann takes control of the ball with his left foot. Connects with Sergio Roberto and passes it back to Griezmann. Messi now on the right. Got some mobility in the Barca players.
It's complicated.
Trying to get the Leganés defense just a bit disorganized maybe. Here is Messi again, fed by Busquets. Messi to his right with Sergio Roberto, who tried to play it back to Messi, intercepted by the Leganés defense, and Barca will have to start again. All of the Barca players except for Ter Stegen in Leganés' half, and of course all the Leganés players in their own half.
They're doing the sound effect, right?
Yeah, no, we've got sound effects. We've got sound effects. That is not the sound of Camp Nou today. Anyway,
no, obviously no.
We've heard some stories of Barca against Javier Aguirre, and I think we should hear another one. Bruno, tell us about the history between this Mexican coach and Barca.
Yes, we are reviewing these games, some of the visits from Javier Aguirre to the Camp Nou. Fortunately, he has never won in the Camp Nou, just some draws. So let's see if today continues this run. We're going to see a game now of Javier Aguirre with Zaragoza. Actually, he played 2 games against Barcelona and he got 0 points, no wins for him. Again, against Pep Guardiola, but this time Javier Aguirre with Real Zaragoza. And let's see, because the first goal, the opening goal, was scored by Gerard Piqué, former Zaragoza player. I was thinking that Piqué hasn't scored for some games, so it can be a good option if he scores today a set piece or a goal, Gerard Piqué. Then, who else if not Leo Messi, who scored this brilliant goal, 2-0 for FC Barcelona. And then, look at this man who's going to score right now, Carles Puyol, the captain. Look at him fighting even when he has to score. He was used to fighting defense, to defend lots of players, but here a lot of effort to score the third goal. And finally, the fourth goal was this header of David Villa, also former Zaragoza striker. And fantastic winner again of Barcelona, 4-0 against Zaragoza. Today is suffering a little bit more. Yeah. Let's see if in the second half there can come more goals and repeat this kind of great games.
It might come now, Bruno, because Messi's going to take a free kick. So let's hang on to you a minute, but Messi with the free kick here. There's the shot into the hands of Cuellar. No luck there for Messi, but yes, hopefully there'll be more goals, and maybe it can end like that game that you just talked about, that 4-0 against Zaragoza way back when Javier Aguirre was in charge of them.
Exactly. It's another thing that I like to see is Eder Sarabia with the mask. Also, I've seen him in the cooling break giving some instructions. So the media during these days are not going to be able to know the words of Sarabia because he's with the mask.
That's a wise move probably by Sarabia. Lovely combination by the Barca players, intercepted by the Leganés defense. Bruno, we'll talk to you in just a bit.
Yes, because I think Luis Suarez is going to enter.
Oh, nice. Yes, he is coming on.
I was about to say that.
Okay, well,
and Semedo too.
Show us your joy, Mae, because Luis Suarez is going to come on.
Luis Suarez is coming in, and Semedo is coming too.
I think as well.
Yeah, Semedo as well. So probably Quique Setién is already thinking about the next fixture, and probably he's going to make some changes. The right back, forward, who knows? Let's see if someone else is coming in again. I think no one else is warming up, right?
I didn't see actually. So I knew Suarez was warming up. I didn't even know that Semedo was warming up. So I can only go by what they show us here.
Yeah, no, they're both ready.
I wish we were at the stadium
As
with Georgina.
We should do the match. I mean, the stadium is huge. It's completely like, I think we have social distancing in there. So
yeah.
We should be doing the match center in there.
The first match center, the first match center in history was actually at the Camp Nou.
On the pitch, in front.
No. We were in the commentary box. It was a completely different concept. We were just doing game commentary. We didn't have a whole show going on.
No,
but,
I mean,
it was the 5-1 against Real Madrid. So I was lucky to do the commentary on that game. Yeah, no.
No, I'm thinking not obviously on the pitch, but you know that there is a huge spaces around, like the stairs.
Yeah.
They can probably do like a mini plateau in front of.
A mini set there.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll try and pitch that idea, especially now that it's empty.
Exactly, it could be amazing.
Here is Sergio Busquets combining with Ivan Rakitic. Barça waiting to make that double substitution. We can see on our screens that Luis Suarez and Nelson Semedo waking. Oh, who? I'm going to say Griezmann. Oh, no, Ansu Fati, sorry. And, well, Sergio Roberto is the obvious choice.
Okay. Sergio
Roberto
Semedo,
is taken off, and in comes Nelson Semedo. And I think it was Ansu Fati. I think I saw a 31 there on the board.
I can see.
Yes. Ansu Fati is the second player who is substituted, the scorer of the opener, Ansu. Yes,
Ansu,
well
great
done. Good job, good effort.
Great job.
Good effort. And so, double substitution there for Barça. In come Luis Suarez and Nelson Semedo. So now the lineup looks like this. Ter Stegen in goal, Semedo, Piqué, Langley and Junior Firpo at the back. Busquets, Rakitic, Artur. In midfield, Messi, Suarez, Griezmann. The MSG up front. See what they can produce.
I really like to see them together because I actually feel that because of the injury and, well, Griezmann is new for us. He's a new player for Barca this season. So it's good to see them. Oh,
there's a shot saved by Ter Stegen. No trouble there for our keeper.
It's not a great thing for Ter Stegen. Actually, do you remember that 2 saves against Mallorca, right?
No, Ter Stegen had a hell of a game against Mallorca.
Such a good goalkeeper. But yes, I'm so glad to see them again. And, well, as we can see, they're supposed to wear the gloves.
Yeah, no, exactly. We've got a footage of Ansu Fati on the bench now, trying to get himself organised with his gloves, with his mask. He's all sweaty at the moment, so he needs a moment of pause. And but he needs to follow protocol as well. So yeah,
it's the only thing they should do now.
And Martin Braithwaite is getting ready to warm up. So we'll see a bit of him probably against this former team.
I was expecting this for sure because I think he wants to play it against his former team. I love his reaction after Mallorca when he said, I have good friends there. Obviously, he had respect Leganés. But on the pitch, no friends anymore.
We want to win the league. That's what he said.
Exactly. I love that ambition. And I really like Martin Braithwaite's attitude since the beginning.
Yeah. No, he's played 217 minutes for Barca, and he's created chances. He scored a goal the other day, so he's making his point that he can be an important player in the squad.
Exactly. Actually, he has total shots 8 and on target 6.
Yeah, no.
And against Mallorca, his first goal for Barca.
And he could have made it a double. I remember that save by Reina. Samuel Umtiti is also warming up, so that could be a substitution.
Well, from Umtiti, we're not seeing a lot lately because of the injury and his knees problem.
There's a player who's gone down.
Yeah, who was it?
But Messi is running forward. Messi taken down by 2.
No, yellow card, no
says
foul,
they got the ball. No, there's no way they got the ball. Piqué has gone down.
Oh, gosh.
Piqué's gone down, and he's not getting up at the moment.
I hope he's fine.
So I think who can tell us best what's happening right now from the stadium is Georgina.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know if best, because to be honest, I just got here. I changed, as I told you, from side to side of the goal, and I got here with the game, the second half already on the way. I see substitutions, and yeah, as you say, we have the warming up on the side. I can see, I think it's Martin Braithwaite.
Yeah, Braithwaite's warming up, and Umtiti as well.
Right, and Arturo Vidal.
Oh, Arturo Vidal I hadn't seen. But right now...
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is too.
The issue is Piqué, who's receiving medical attention, and he's in clear signs of pain.
Yeah. But, well, you're seeing this better than me because you have the obviously the television signal in front. I haven't been the action, to be honest. I wish I could tell you more, but I just got
No,
like
we saw it in the replay. We saw it in the replay.
Ago.
It's a clash between Piqué and a Leganés player. Piqué goes down with a sliding tackle, and I think he gets hit with the studs in his right knee.
And actually here.
Oh,
you can see he has a hole
on his shin.
Yeah, and he has a hole because of the.
Oh, he does actually have a.
It's really painful.
A hole, as Maya is saying.
Yeah.
It's bleeding.
Well,
so.
Because of the tackles.
Well, the positive part is this is really painful, but it's not an injury.
Exactly, I was going to say that.
So that
exactly.
would be a very bad timing to get an injury with Sevilla, Athletic de Bilbao. Very, very difficult games ahead.
I don't want to think about
it. Now the change. No.
It's making me shiver as you say it, Georgina. No.
I hope he's fine.
No, he's on the side, but he's standing on his feet, so I'm assuming he will be back in a few seconds or minutes.
We can confirm what you were saying, Georgina, that it's Martin Braithwaite, Umtiti and Arturo Vidal who are warming up. We've already made 2 substitutions with Luis Suarez and Semedo coming into the pitch.
Yes, in this case, there hasn't been any use of the halftime opportunity to make a substitution like there was the other way. Okay, I'm going to shut up because there's a Messi free kick.
Yes, there's a Messi free kick across that comes inside the box. It's headed away.
Happened.
No danger there.
Okay.
Anyway, Georgina, we'll talk to you once you settle down into your new spot behind the goal defended by Cuellar as well.
Sorry. Yes. Hopefully, we can see some Barça action happening here because nothing has happened since I sit down here, besides of the free kick. So hopefully, the next few minutes will be better than these ones. And I'm sorry for this terrible connection. But I just got here.
Yeah, no problem. It's things that happen live, Georgina. I mean, you just getting to your spot is interesting because it shows the fans that you can, well, or those who are watching us, that you can go from one side.
I caught a lot of traffic.
Exactly.
Going from one side to the other.
Exactly. But you can actually move from one side to the other with no trouble. It just takes a while because the stadium is so big.
Yeah, it's so big. It took me at least 5 minutes, and then I had to find how to access this place where we are staying at the moment. And yeah, so that's why I ran a bit late. But I'm back here, and I will be back with the latest.
Okay, we'll talk to you in just a little bit, Georgina.
Good, thank you.
Leganés have the ball at the moment. We're going to hit the hour mark. And it's still Barca 1, Leganés 0 with that goal by Ansu Fati late in the first half. It was kind of an isolated situation.
Yeah, but I think that's what we need right now again. It's like we need something again. And I think Luis Suarez could do something like that and show like he can be back right now, like he's perfect.
Definitely. I think we need some encouragement from some excited fans who might be tweeting in, and Sarah Salapore can bring us the latest on that.
Yes. I love that transition, Robert. All right, so we got one fan, his name is J-Days, and he goes, #only for culers. And we're going to win 5-win tonight with a Messi hat trick, a very optimistic fan. There's another fan that also said the same thing. He says, today we will win 5-0. Let's go, Barça. So despite the game still being 1-0 and Leganés kind of giving us a hard time, the fans are still staying very optimistic. The third tweet that I found was, Camp Nou looks so beautiful. Barcelona will get the victory and 3 points to be ahead of Real Madrid. And I think that this is super important that we do get the 3 points because Real Madrid won against Eibar and they're keeping the pressure on us, and it's crucial that we pick up all 3 points today and we keep ourselves leaders at the top of the table because that's where we love to be and that's where we should be. And the last tweet was, #only for culers. Hello FCB, I'm watching from Canada and it's 3:10 p.m. I'm waiting for Messi to score. Forza Barça. So lots of excited fans, and they want Messi to score. Now, before I leave, we're doing something special today. So I want to tell all the Barca fans to send us a TikTok challenge, and we will choose one, and we will actually do it and post it on the official FC Barcelona TikTok account. So send in your TikTok challenges, and we'll choose one, and we'll do it.
Sarah,
I think that's super exciting because I love TikTok.
Sarah, just to, a quick, I need to check something. When you say we,
yeah,
When you say we will be doing that, who does that include?
Mainly you and mine. Mainly you two.
Really? We're supposed to do a TikTok challenge? No one told us about this.
Well, it's new.
Oh, a ball inside for Luis Suarez. It's a corner kick for Barça. Do you want to stay for the corner kick, Sarah?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Our Ziem cleared away for a corner kick. I think it's the first one of the second half for Barça. Arturo Vidal is coming in, and Maya's excited about it.
Yes, I'm very happy too. I think we need him.
Yes.
Who's been taken
Leganés.
off? Oh, Sergio Busquets is taken off.
Boozy, Sarah.
Now we're going to hear Sarah cry. Now we're going to hear Sarah cry.
I'm crying in the background.
Oh no!
Can we get up? Can we clap for him, guys? Can we?
Okay, he deserves it.
That was great. Thank you.
Okay, so the
We love
midfield
you,
now
Busquets.
has Ivan Rakitic, Arturo Vidal, and Artur. And we have a corner kick in our favour.
The Arturs.
Ivan Rakitic playing it short to Lionel Messi. Messi all the way back to Junior Firpo.
Nice.
Junior inside pass, trying to look for Lionel Messi. We didn't take that corner directly, so nothing came of it. Sarah, we'll talk to you in just a bit.
All right, perfect.
So, Leganés made another substitution as well. Eraso was taken off. I didn't see the player who came on, sorry.
No,
I'm sure we'll find out at some point during the second half. But anyway, Arturo Vidal with his first touch in the game. He's got Lionel Messi in the middle now. Messi's playing in the middle. Griezmann's playing on the left.
Yes.
And we've got Suarez floating around somewhere. Oh, he's all the way.
Around.
He's all the way on the right-hand side over there.
Well, he's playing free, right?
Yeah. So I want to see what the midfield looks like now. Who's taking the role of defensive midfielder? I guess it's Ivan Rakitic. And Artur.
Seems, yeah, it's
Arturo
Ivan
is left,
and Arturo Vidal on the right.
Yeah. Risky pass there by Langlais all the way to Arturo Vidal. He did get there.
Clearly, for me, the substitutions is just thinking about next fixture because Busquets.
Well, he's thinking. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about. Giving all of his players enough rest.
Yes.
Lovely pass by Lionel Messi through to Nelson Semedo. Semedo can put the cross inside. Griezmann with the finish to goal. Bang, 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 bang. Griezmann scores.
Bam.
Barça 2, Leganés 0. What a lovely move by the Football Club Barcelona team.
Yes.
Messi with a through ball to Nelson Semedo on the right-hand side. Semedo places a perfect cross inside to Antoine Griezmann. Oh, it might be ruled off.
Yeah.
I think Semedo was offside.
Oh no.
What a shame.
But just a beat.
Yeah, just a bit, but just a bit counts, my.
Not for Real Madrid.
Yeah, no. I'm not for that.
Yeah, you don't like
that
type
of thinking. No,
yeah,
no.
but me.
Anyway,
Do you think
it's
they're
going to be
gonna check?
It's going to be checked by VAR. Semedo put the cross inside, and from the edge of the small box, Griezmann produced the finish to beat Cuellar.
Oh, look happy.
Messi looked very happy about it. I don't think he's going to be so happy when
they
the goal
find out the
gets
truth.
ruled out for offside. I think Semedo was offside. So
for just a little bit, but I think he was too. Yeah,
no, offside. Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. So things still stand up. Barca 1, Leganés 0, and well.
I want to see the line from the VAR.
No, but there's no defender. There's no defender behind him. Anyway, let's move on to a happier memory, and Bruno Ballester will bring that to us with another time in which we beat a Javier Aguirre team.
A really happy moment, I think, because we beat Javier Aguirre, but we also beat our city neighbors, our city rivals, Real Club Deportivo Español. 4-0 was against an Español that was suffering a lot that season. In the end, they stayed up with Aguirre, who was the third manager in this Español. Here you can see Xavi Hernández scoring the opening goal, first goal of this game, in also a team that won lots of things. Second goal also inside the box, this move from Cesc Fabregas and Leo Messi, and also the touch of Pedro Rodriguez, what a player. He scored also in all the key moments. and in all the competitions is one of the only players in history that has scored in all the competitions. Look at this finish, amazing, Pedro. And the pass from Sergio Busquets that I know that Mae loves a lot, and what a fantastic pass of Busquets in this move. And then this penalty.
Bruno,
where,
talking about penalties, we have a penalty.
Yes, sir.
We have a penalty in the game. I'm sorry I had to interrupt the game history, but Messi was brought down inside the box. There's discussion. There's a yellow card for Rubén Pérez. A lovely move by Lionel Messi. I mean, I didn't want to interrupt Bruno, but Messi getting away from two defenders, one with a nutmeg, then away from Rubén Pérez again. Speed, 1-2 with Suarez. He's taken down inside the box, and I think that's going to be a penalty. Look at them, the defender, the Leganés defenders trying to tug him down.
Yeah.
He just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah. They're saying like it was not inside, but it was
it was
sure.
definitely inside. It's definitely a penalty. It should count.
Yes.
I mean, VAR is going to surely confirm that. I think the only mistake here is that Rubén Pérez wasn't the player who pushed Messi down.
They're probably because he was complaining or something like that.
What's happening?
They have.
I think all of this is being reviewed. So once again, the replay, Messi inside the box. Yeah, no, he's definitely taken down in between two players.
And it's him, and we're just one goal.
But wait a minute. No. Right. Messi's going to take the penalty. Messi's going to take the penalty. The Leganés players are still complaining. I think it was a clear penalty. I don't see why they're complaining.
Because I think it was Jonathan or one of them was saying like it was not inside the area. It was just out in the line.
Messi has 20 goals in La Liga. He can make it 21. He's the top scorer in the competition. It would be really handy if we could make it 2-0 right now. The referee is still receiving orders in his ear there.
Look, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah's with us, and Bruno as well on screen.
Uh-oh.
So, bit of tension here because we still don't. It's still not confirmed that this is a penalty. And we don't have the fans at the stadium putting pressure on the referee.
Yeah.
Which is one of the classic things in VAR. Yeah, no, the referee points to the penalty spot.
Oh, gosh.
Messi is going to be the taker. Cuellar moving back to his goal line. And Messi can make it 21 in La Liga, 699 all-time if he scores this. Here goes Lionel Messi, the run-up, the shot, it's a goal by Lionel Messi!
Yes.
Bang, bang,
bam, bam.
Yes! Lionel Messi scores. Barça 2, Leganés 0. The goal scored by Ansu Fati and Leo Messi.
Oh, I knew it.
699 all-time now, May.
Oh.
If he scores another in this game, he's going to make it 700.
Look at
and
that,
look at him with the celebration.
Oh, I love
Wait a minute. Shall I do it in front of camera? No, you do it. You do it.
You do it.
Okay, we both do it.
One,
so
two.
This is what Messi. This is the Messi pose in front of the camera after the goal.
It was something like that.
It was something like that. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, do we still have Sarah and Bruno to talk about this goal, this penalty? I have no confirmation of that. So
probably not. Oh, look, Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen, yes.
Celebrate, come on.
With the celebration, the Leganés are going to make the most of this to make some substitutions. Jonathan Silva is the player who's taken off. And in comes Kevin Rodriguez, former Real Sociedad player. And there's a second substitution for Leganés as well. With Guido Carrillo coming on for Miguel Ángel Guerrero.
So they just have one left, no?
They, I think they just have one left, yes. It's difficult to keep count because you don't see all of them as well.
And actually, when Bruno was saying this about all the substitutions we have, I was thinking like almost with 5 substitutions, you can change probably half of the team.
Well, this is no. It's all. I mean, it's impossible to make half of 11.
Exactly,
so it's close to half.
Close to half because it's like a lot.
Corner for Leganés. We weren't at all happy about that penalty call, but from all the replays we saw, I think that it was a clear penalty.
Yeah. Well, we should see it again, but it seems like Okay.
Leganés take the corner short. Ruben Perez tries to cross it back in. I think they're going to have another corner kick. No, it's a throw-in. It went out the other side of the corner flag. I saw Samuel Umtiti coming close to the bench, so he will probably be the next player to come in.
If he comes in, is this his match 12 for the season? And actually, Umtiti has like a passing accuracy of, it was 92.6%, something like that, really high. But
no, the issue, a chance there for Leganés. Oh, it was blocked by one of their own players, the shot from the edge of the box.
Again.
One of the issues with Umtiti definitely has been injuries. We hadn't seen Ricky Puig warm up, and he's coming on. And so is Samuel Umtiti, so that rules out Martin Braithwaite to play against his former team. That's a bit of a shame, but we're always excited to see Ricky.
I'm really excited to see Ricky, but look at that.
Look at him. Lionel Messi with the celebration. We've got a replay of that. Barça are going to make a double substitution. Artur coming off and Piqué coming off, so that will leave the team playing with Ter Stegen, Semedo, Umtiti, Langley and Junior Firpo. In midfield, we're going to have Arturo Vidal, Rakitic and Ricky Puig up front, Messi, Suarez, Griezmann.
I think it's, well, for Griezmann, he's not a substitution off, so it's something good for him to stay the 90 minutes. And at the same time, I'm sorry.
Do you need a sip of water? I can go to Georgina if you want. I've got Georgina on the line. So, Georgina, there's been lots going on at Camp Nou since we last talked. Oh.
Georgina?
The exact words in my ear were, she froze. So I imagine that's the connection, not her. But because it's actually not that cold at Camp Nou. Chance there for Leganés. The ball inside the box, blocked by Arturo Vidal, and Barça bring it out. As soon as we can get Georgina back, we'll get her on the line, see if the connection gets better. But Leganés trying to get back in the game. Now we can talk to Georgina. As I was saying, Georgina, a lot has happened at Camp Nou since we last talked.
Yes, an offside that, well, you have seen in the television replay, and I'm assuming it was offside.
It was.
However, it was a good assist there on the side by Semedo, a good combination with Griezmann. It's a pity that it wasn't allowed, because I think I would have boosted Griezmann's confidence, which has been a bit off today.
That is true.
And then, that penalty for Leo Messi, scoring it right, makes up 2-0. Now we've seen Piqué go out and get finally the rest that I think he should have had from the first minute. I would have rested Piqué today. So I don't think we're making it to the Manita, but maybe 3-0. Yes, and true. Ricky Puig getting some minutes, and it's really exciting to have him play here right now at the moment, and see how he can combine with Arturo, and they're in the midfield also. Well.
Georgina, I'm just curious, with that VAR discussion, especially the one with the penalty, there was a lot going on close to Barca's box. Did you get any of what was being said? Did you hear anything there?
Well, you cannot really hear what they were saying, but I can tell you the referee was pretty sure about his decision. So I'm talking about the penalty. Even if Leganés were arguing that very, very much, the referee was really focused and just allowed the penalty. He didn't really hear about had time to hear what they were saying, the Leganés players.
Oh, and Georgina, right now we've got something else that's happening on the pitch. It's one of these new
cooling
rules.
break.
Cooling break, exactly.
Yes, cooling break, which, by the way, I don't know if I talked about this. And yes.
Sorry, I just think it's a timeout, like in other sports.
Yes, no, it is, and it's a measure that could be held for like the future games. Why not? In fact, it's hydration in highlight sports is always allowed, but the fact that you can stop your game, give a pause, bring back the intensity that you had before that, I think it's good.
And it gives the coaches an
opportunity.
opportunity.
Yes.
It gives the coaches an opportunity as well to give their players some instructions.
To talk to them.
Yeah.
No,
you were saying you need to go?
Absolutely. So no, yes, I need to do something when there's a cooling break. Something else than
okay. Sorry, Georgina, we'll talk to you right before the game.
No,
before the game ends.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back whenever you tell me.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
thank you, Georgina.
Bye.
Okay, so, cooling break at the Camp Nou. Both teams receiving instructions from their coaches. Obviously a bit more relaxed now than in the first half when things were at 0-0 when we had that cooling break. The Barca players making their way back to the field, and I can see Messi talking to Riqui Puig.
Where?
Down at the bottom there. Now they've separated a little bit, but I could see Messi just going
doing
there.
his leader role again.
Yeah, exactly. Messi is a leader.
He's the leader, yes, for sure. Enrique.
Now Riqui having a word with Arturo Vidal as well.
I must say that I'm surprised to see Riqui.
I'm very surprised because, we didn't see him warm up. I mean, I'm sure he did. And I was expecting Martin Braithwaite to get an opportunity today.
Exactly. And actually, I want to see Martin Braithwaite played again his forward team for the first time.
Yeah. And with the boost of confidence after that goal he scored the other day, almost made it 2. But anyway, I mean, we're happy to see an opportunity for a Masia player as well,
Obviously.
like Riqui Puig as well.
Obviously.
So,
and I really like it.
The good thing about having such a tight schedule is that there'll be opportunities for everyone.
Exactly. And actually that we have a coach who is thinking about that too. Not just to avoid the injuries, is to give them a chance to other players and to let them play and rest.
We've made all 5 substitutions in both games.
Exactly.
Both against Mallorca and today.
Which is really good for us too. And you're giving the minutes to the players that need to do something else during the season. And let's not forget that we have, from now, 9 games in La Liga and then the Champions League.
No.
We still have a lot to do.
Tomorrow we'll have some certainty on what's happening with the Champions League, because lots of theories have been thrown out there. We'll see tomorrow what's decided and what path Barca will have to follow if they want to win their 6th Champions League.
Exactly. Could you imagine if we won that 2 trophies this season, even with all the lockdown and the crazy situation?
Yeah, it would be amazing. Here is Messi. Finding Arturo Vidal on the right, he will have the support of Nelson Semedo. Here comes the cross by Arturo Vidal, headed by Griezmann. 2 wide. 12 minutes remaining in the game. Barca 2, Leganés 0. Let's remind the fans that the goals were scored by Ansu Fati and Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, who is 1 goal away from scoring 700 in his career.
I want to see what Gary Lineker have to say about this.
Wow.
I'm expecting for that.
Well, and Henrik Larsson as well. Let's remind the fans that
both.
After the game, you can go over to Barca TV Plus for the post-game reactions. We've got game highlights. We'll be showing you everything that's gone on at Camp Nou today. We've got interviews with legends Henrik Larsson and Gary Lineker. We'll have the press conference of Quique Setién. Our analysis as well.
And you want to know something good? They're both Henrik Larsson and Gary Lineker. They're both in our Legends of Players in categories in the Barca TV Plus. You can have all the content from them where the Barca players, and you have videos, goals, skills, many different things, matches, greatest matches, highlights.
There's so much to watch on Barca TV Plus, as well as us in post-game. So don't forget to head over to Barca TV Plus in the post-game to see the highlights, especially, and those interviews with Henrik Larsson and Gary Lineker. We're going to go over to Sarah in just a minute, but I think that Barca have a chance at the set piece here. So, well, we've got her on screen. We might as well go through it with her. Sarah, exciting times with Riqui Puig on the pitch. He was the one who was fouled, and we've got a dangerous situation with what I like to call a mini corner on the left here.
I'm so happy Riqui Puig is on the field. You have no idea.
10 minutes remaining in the game. Ivan Rakitic is going to put the cross inside the box. A chance for Barca to make it 3-0 here. Here comes the cross by Rakitic. Oh, he went for glory there. And the cross turned into a shot. Went over the crossbar. Anyway, Sarah, final 10 minutes of the game. What are the fans saying on social media?
Okay, one fan said, his name is Tarek, and he says, with one eye closed, Barca's my club and my heartbeat. Going for a win today, Forza Barça. Well, we are 10 minutes away plus extra time to a win, so we're almost there, 2-0. I'm hoping we get 3-0, so all of our predictions are
exactly, correct. I was going to say that.
Yes. Then we got another tweet. Yes, Messi has scored from the spot 700 goals for the King now. Now he's 1 goal away from 700, but hopefully he's at 699. Hopefully he can make it 700 tonight. I mean, it's Messi. He can do anything.
Ooh, hard tackle on Messi. Sorry, Sarah. Hard tackle on Messi there, and there's a yellow card issued. Oof, that was painful to watch. Just Messi gets up. Messi gets up. No problem. Keep going.
That's Messi. He just gets up no matter what. Anyways, then the last one was the only way to... So this is so funny because this tweet correlates to what happened right now. The only way to stop Leo Messi by taking him down, but he still scores. Messi is love. It's always worth watching Messi at 3 a.m. Yes, I'm right there with you. It's way past my bedtime, but I'm watching Messi.
Yes, but it's not 3 a.m. for you, Sarah.
It's not, but it's like 3 a.m. for me.
Anyway, Sarah, we'll be talking to you in post-game, a post-game that's going to be packed with content.
Yes, I'm so excited. So everyone, stay tuned.
Stay tuned and switch over to Barça TV Plus because...
And to Barça TV Plus, yeah.
Exactly.
Stay tuned and go over there and enjoy exclusive content.
Amazing content.
Thank you very much, Sarah, for keeping us in touch with the fans, letting us know what they're thinking. Great job as always. Leganés trying to move forward here. Oh, there's been a foul by Samuel Umtiti, who's going to see a yellow card there.
Oh, that
means he misses the next game.
Exactly, against
Sevilla, because he had 4 yellow cards. Yes. The 5th means suspension for the next game. So
actually, we have the 3 players who are risk with that term. Like, actually, they can't see the 5th yellow card. Umtiti already did it, so...
Yeah, they're all on the field. Vidal and Suarez there as well.
Yes.
83rd minute. Remind the fans that the next game for Barça is, as you were saying, on Friday. So in 3 days. This is even
Friday night.
The schedule is even like too heavy for us as well. I mean, it doesn't give you time.
I can't imagine for them because
to process one game, you're into the other one.
Exactly. Another yellow card now for Ricky Puig.
Yeah.
So now we have how many?
Well, that's the 2 yellow cards you predicted for Barça players, I think.
Yes. But
I think
entire
right
game,
now we've got 3 for Leganés and 2 for Barça. That I think your prediction is right now.
Oh my God. No, another one? No.
Is that correct? No. Oh no. Leganés have 2. Leganés have 2 yellow cards. Okay.
And Lenglet now.
Oh, Langlais as well. What's going on in these final minutes? It's like we're letting go. Oh,
yeah.
Langlais went up for the header. And a Leganés player got under him, but there was an elbow to the face, so yeah.
It was a clearly yellow card.
Anyway, Langlais was not in danger of being suspended for the next game because he just recently came off suspension. He wasn't in Mallorca. So we have...
But they need to be really careful about that. Because actually, if you count all the games that you have and the substitutions and everything, you must be careful about how many cards you will see for the next 9 games.
Barça trying to move out in transition. Griezmann chasing the ball. It goes out for a throw-in. Leganés are going to make a substitution. I think it's the perfect time to go to Georgina Leger for one last time. Georgina, you're at the stadium. Final minutes of the game. It looks like we're in a comfortable situation, but we can't relax.
We're in a comfortable situation, although we had that opportunity there for Leganés, that chance they missed. Was surprised that they missed that shot. And if we had a 2-1 situation here, I think we might have, I wouldn't say
we'd be on the edge of our seats, yeah.
But you never know. Corner kick, something could happen. But yeah, I don't like the yellow card for Umtiti. He's gonna miss Sevilla.
That is true.
But we've got the players to. I'm hoping Piqué will start there, and hopefully with Lenglet or we got other.
We've got Ronald Araujo as well, who played a brilliant game the other day.
Yeah.
I think he could have started today too. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
In the morning I was like home. Well, now we say at home like it was something.
Well, but we're still at home. I mean, like we're still playing in a field that's of bigger dimensions than Butarque. Oh, wait a minute, through ball. Leganés with an opportunity to Stegen out to the rescue, gets to the ball before and plays it to Junior Firpo.
I thought there was going to be a counter-attack here, but nope. The Tegan is getting back the ball. No, but what I meant is Araujo played well, I think, at Mallorca, and he could have gotten some minutes today. Maybe not as a starter, but yeah, if you had rested Piqué.
There's lots of 50-50 balls going on at the moment, with Vidal diving in, Riqui Puig diving in, Leganés not giving up, but gradually the minutes going by. I'm not going to say it, but we're 2-0 up. We're 2-0 up, and at the moment things are going well. And I'm thinking more about post-game now, Georgina. I mean, we won't be able to connect with you in post-game because you're almost immediately kicked out of, well, not kicked out of the stadium, but you have to leave the stadium.
Yes, no, I am kicked out. But you have an interesting post-game there, don't you?
We do have an interesting post-game packed with game highlights, with interviews with legends Henrik Larsson and Gary Lineker. We've got all the reactions. We've got Quique Setién press conference. And yes, I mean, people will have to switch over to Barça TV Plus to see that, but I highly recommend it.
Arturo Vidal.
Arturo Vidal is fouled. No, he isn't fouled. Barça are going to recover the ball. Messi, I'm going to hang on to you, Georgina, here a minute, because this could be an opportunity to score. Riqui Puig can score his first. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
What a chance there.
That was almost. What a chance, what a chance.
Imagine if Riqui Puig had scored his first goal as a Blaugrana.
He's touching his hair, smiling, and what have I missed? That's going to be a corner kick for Rakitic for Messi. Over to you, Robert.
There's going to be a corner kick. Oh, Riqui Puig can take the shot.
Again.
Riqui with a shot. It's punched away by Cuellar. Another chance. Anyway, Georgina, I'm going to have to leave you. We'll be seeing you at the Sánchez Pizjuán on Friday, right?
Yeah, next time we connect, 55 minutes before kickoff from Sánchez Pizjuán. I'm going to follow your post-game because I really want to see the highlights and everything that I might have missed while I was doing other stuff over here.
Well, you're going to have to switch over to Barça TV Plus to do that.
I will,
just a reminder. Anyway.
Will do. I'm already there.
Thank you for everything, Georgina. We'll talk on Friday, and we can go to Sarah Salapor, who almost celebrated a Riqui Puig goal right now.
Almost. I really wanted it to happen, but he'll have another chance. I'm here to tell you guys that the challenge for TikTok is here. It is celebrating goals. So you and Mai have to take a TikTok celebrating a goal. Are you guys up for it?
Social distancing, right?
Well, so wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are we doing the goal celebration that we're already doing, or do we have to come up with a new one?
You can do whatever. Whatever your heart desires.
You can do
But what, we're supposed to do it now?
No.
Or when the next goal happens?
When the next goal happens, hopefully.
Okay, so, all right. So if it doesn't happen today, we have a challenge for Friday, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so we can prepare for that, Mai. I'm kind of looking forward.
It has to be good. If you guys get time to do this, it has to be spot on.
Super amazing.
Okay, we'll try and find something original to do then.
All right. Just wanted to drop by and say there's a new challenge for you guys.
Okay, no, and obviously the fans can send in their suggestions.
Wait.
Oh, Ter Stegen had to fly there to clear the ball away for a
Ter Stegen
corner kick.
Airlines.
Ter Stegen Airlines. Well, okay, Sarah, interesting challenge there. So the fans can send in their suggestions, and Maya and I will try and come up with something for Friday against Sevilla. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound
All right,
good?
perfect.
Are you going to do it too, Sarah?
No, I'm going to watch you guys instead.
Oh, thank you.
But you love TikTok.
I love TikTok, but I also like using TikTok and watching people.
Okay, got it.
Anyway, thank you, Sarah. We'll be talking to you later on.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so final minutes of the game. We've just hit the 90th minute mark just now. See how much time is added on. Barça 2, Leganés 0. 6 minutes of added time, Maya. We have had lots of substitutions and a cooling pause, the penalty as well. Two VAR. So we've had 2 VAR checks, the cooling break, and several substitutions. So yes, probably deserve those 6 minutes. Lionel Messi in transition, through ball, tried to play it through to Arturo Vidal.
And Junior Ficabuca, yellow card again.
Yeah.
Well, again, no. And another one for Barça.
Another one for Barça.
Exactly.
Here is Messi. Rakitic, who will play 90 minutes today.
Yeah.
Here is Riqui Puig, who had an opportunity to make it 3-0. Messi trying to play it through to Suarez, who wasn't ready for the pass.
No.
And now Leganés out on the counter-attack. Barça players running back. Here is Guido Carrillo.
Are you already thinking on your mind of the match?
Oh, man of the match, yeah, I forgot. I forgot to ask Georgina. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Complicated.
It's a complicated one today.
Yes.
Because let's admit it wasn't the best of performances.
No.
From Barça. But man of the match.
What? They're checking something?
I mean, could be the goat, but
the goat.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. It is complicated.
But I think it's the same as you. Like, obviously, I was not expecting Barça to do a great match one
Messi.
after other.
Here he is again, Messi trying to play it through to Semedo. Semedo can cross it inside. He decides to pass it back to Arturo Vidal. Here is Arturo Vidal. The cross by Arturo Vidal. Blocked by the defense. A foul given against Ivan Rakitic. I think I'm going to go for Messi.
Messi.
I mean, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
It's what I was saying. Like, actually, another yellow card? No way.
What? This one for Ivan Rakitic?
Yeah. That it's complicated to do amazing game one after other with just
with a little time to recover.
Days, yeah.
And I think the big issue today was the tight defensive scheme of Javier Aguirre's side. It's always uncomfortable to play against these teams. They basically played a line of 5 and a line of 4, very close to their goal. Very difficult to find spaces there. And Barca did well to break the deadlock before half-time at least.
No, completely, yes. Because I think it was not easy in the first half. And, well, we were lucky with that penalty and the Ansu Fati goal in that way. But I think it's that. It's just the thing that Barca need to be ready for where we need to face right now. And all the teams that Athletic Club have to come to Camp Nou too. Then we have to go to Sevilla first, and it's everything. Like, it's a really tough schedule. And actually, we're facing Mallorca last week, was on the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
And now Leganés, who are on the bottom of the table too. So it's not an easy matches, let's say.
No easy matches. At the bottom of the table, Leganés have lost. Well, yeah, I can say they've lost today. Mallorca have lost today. Espanyol drew, so they get a point closer to getting themselves saved.
Yeah.
But it'll be intense in these last few weeks of the season, as it will be at the top of the table, because now Barca will be 5 points ahead of Real Madrid again. So Madrid will.
And I hope we can keep it like that.
Yeah, let's hope we can keep it like that.
They play on Thursday, I think.
I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or Thursday. Let me check that, Mai.
I think it's on Thursday.
Let me check that.
They go to Valencia, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just worried about Barca.
Yeah, no, I tend to worry only about Barca. What a pass by Messi to Suarez. Oh, he couldn't bring it down.
Oh, Suarez.
A looping pass there by Messi to Suarez. Suarez was offside anyway.
Yes?
So, wait a minute. Yeah. So
Red card? For who? For who?
For Javier Aguirre. Or someone on the Leganés bench.
Whoa, what was that?
Real Madrid do play against Valencia on Thursday, Mai. That is true. So the day before Barca faced Sevilla.
Yeah, Javier Aguirre expulsado, yes.
Yep, Javier Aguirre has been sent off. He obviously said something that the referee didn't like. He's complaining there. We can't really hear what he was saying. Probably had some words for the assistant referee or the referee. I'm not sure.
No.
Anyway, it's a weird way to end the game. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute, and we're just one goal away from our prediction.
From our prediction, yes.
Yes.
We are.
We can please just score. Messi can score now. Just one goal, that's it.
This would put us with 64 points at the top of the table. 5 ahead of Real Madrid, as we were saying. Real Madrid play on Thursday. Final seconds of the game. Ivan Rakitic making the pass forward, intercepted by the Leganés defense. Semedo wins it back. Here's a chance for Barca. Lionel Messi with a nutmeg, but he couldn't get to the other side of the Leganés player. Messi fighting back with the help of Ricky Puig. And here he is again, Messi. Hustling to try and keep the ball.
And he keeps fighting.
He just keeps fighting, fighting, fighting. It was the last minute of the game. I think the referee's going to blow the final whistle any second now, and Barça will have another win.
Another win, another 3 points that we need.
9 games remaining. The game has ended here.
Oh, another
it
victory.
Ends Barça 2, Leganés 0. The goal scored by Ansu Fati and Lionel Messi. 3 more points for Barça. We have 64 now, and we're 5 points ahead of Real Madrid. Time for the quickest of breathers and then some analysis.